WDPN studio, it's time for live and local sports talk. It's the Sam Bourquin Show.
I'm ready.
Give the show a call at 330-821-1310.
Good call, meatball.
Watch the Sam Bourquin Show on the AM 1310 Facebook page, the Q92 YouTube page, and on X. This is the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN.
And a line drive and a base hit into right field. That'll get another run home as Pizzana scores. Everybody else stops. And they're still loaded as Angel picks up RBI number 25 on the year. Drilled to right field, down the line it goes. Headed all the way into the corner. Juan scores. Rocchio scores. Angel Martinez will stop at third. It's a two-run double for Jose Ramirez. And he delivers. A swing and a drive to deep left field. Away, back and gone. Jose Ramirez makes it 8-2 Cleveland.
Castle, William Gardy, shot clock at 8. Wembanyama turns, spins, shoots, and hits. Timeout, Oklahoma City. Castle, lobbing, Wembanyama. He's unbelievable, folks. He's unbelievable. Castle.
First time. Here's a fly ball, center field. It's hit well. Bolte is back near the wall. It's gone! Unbelievable! What a finish! Zach Neto says goodnight to the A's. And JT Ginn walks it off with a home run.
And there's the puck. Shot, score! Montreal wins Game 7.
And we welcome you into the Sam Bourquin Show. Hey, everybody. AM 1310 WDPN. Boy, what a wild night of sports last night. And it's going to get wilder tonight because we got our Cavs in action. But last night, you had the Guardians stomping on the Motor City Kitties. You had the San Antonio Spurs upsetting the Oklahoma City Thunder, and it took double overtime, and it took an unbelievable, gargantuous performance by Victor Wembanyama. That guy's not human. He is not human.
No.
Every time I watch him play, I'm like, where did this guy come from?
It's crazy. He's a real-life giant.
He is so good. He's so young. He's got miles and miles of experience still to have. I mean, I'm not going to say that San Antonio's going to beat the Thunder, but holy smokes, Victor Wembanyama on the road last night looked fantastic. That was a great game. That was a great NBA Western Conference Finals playoff game last night. And you heard some of the highlights that were called by Mike Tirico on NBC Peacock. That's what the playoffs are all about. That's what it's all about. So the Spurs take a 1-0 lead over the Thunder. They will play their next game tomorrow night in OKC. Meanwhile, the Cleveland Cavaliers on the floor tonight in the world's most famous arena as they will take on the New York Knicks. Tip off a little bit after 8 o'clock. The game is on ESPN. The line has been floating back and forth today. It opened up around 6.5. Then it went up to 7.5. Now it's been bet back down to New York minus 6.5. Don't know if I'd touch that. I don't know if I would touch the total. I'm just going to sit back and watch and hope. Okay, that's what I'm going to do tonight. This game could go 100 different ways.
Yeah.
Could go 100 different ways. Meanwhile, before I forget, since I've got it pulled up on my phone right now, the officiating crew tonight for the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks as follows: Scott Foster, James Capers, J.B. DeRosa. That's your crew tonight at Madison Square Garden. James Capers, J.B. DeRosa, and Scott Foster. Game 1, Knicks, Cavs. The New York Knicks are going to come out one of two ways. Either they are going to be in a fog because they haven't played for so long, or they are going to come out with so much energy, so much juice, so much, hey, we are so sick and tired of sitting around, that they put 40 up in the first quarter. Could happen. It could happen. The Cavaliers are, I would say they're in a groove right now. So that's one good thing. They're not going to come, you wouldn't think they would come out in a malaise. I mean, they had a 7-game series against Toronto. They had a 7-game series against Detroit. Not a lot of downtime. Like it was from Detroit to New York in the blink of an eye. So they're in their routine. They'll be ready to go. What worries me tonight is late third, fourth quarter, will the Cavaliers have enough gas to get across the finish line with a win? And that's the one thing that bothers me a little bit. They could come out just fine. Like, they've been playing every other day anyway. They could just come out, okay, this is our routine. This is what we do. But will they have the juice at the end of the game? New York's obviously going to make it a very physical game. They're going to come out and they're going to bang and they're going to swat and they're going to kick and they're going to pull and that's just what they're going to do. Same thing Detroit did. But now the Knicks have all this pent-up energy that I'm kind of afraid that they come out tonight and just blitz the Cavs. Like, just almost full court, crazy Division I panic mode, full court press as soon as the Cavaliers get off the bus. And they won't know what hit them. That's my biggest fear. That's my biggest fear. Now, okay, so that happens. It happens. How big of a deficit are we going to be working with here? Is it going to be a quick 10-2 run? Is it going to be a 20-7 run? And am I going to be looking up at the scoreboard after the first quarter and it's going to say New York 42, Cleveland 21? I mean, what are we working with here? And usually, I would say, big deal. 20-point game in the first quarter. It's the NBA. It doesn't matter. Well, when you have to expend so much energy to get back into it, then that's when I worry about late third, fourth quarter, us kind of breaking down a little bit. That's just what I see. I just can't. I'm trying to talk myself into saying, yeah, the Knicks might come out and be a little sleepy tonight. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Not at home, not in front of those fans, not with a chance to grab the first game of the series to get you closer to the goal to go to the NBA Finals, where they have not been in forever. I just don't see a way, and I could be wrong, but I don't see a way that the Knicks come out and sleepwalk and look rusty. I just don't see it. Now, the energy is going to be there, but maybe the shooting isn't. Right? Maybe the Cavaliers are able to absorb all the Knicks' energy, but then the Knicks throw up bricks. I like that. That's a nice little T-shirt. Knicks throw up bricks. Maybe that'll happen in the first quarter, and we won't get crazy behind. Look, if we're down 5 or 6 or 8 after the first quarter, I'm fine with that. I don't want to be down 20.
Yeah, we can come back from an 8-point, 10-point, even 12-point deficit.
Yeah, over 3 quarters, that's doable.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to fight and scratch and be like, oh, my God. Okay. Oh, we made it back. Oh, it's only halftime. and we're still down 10. I don't want to have to go through that.
I think for me, what I'm always nervous about with the Cavs is I don't have a lot of faith in their ability to carry momentum from game A to game B.
Yeah, I mean, they've shown us that.
Yeah, because they could end one game playing incredibly, come back out at the beginning of the next game and play like a completely different basketball team that has no idea what they're doing all of a sudden.
And here's the thing, if you keep that in mind, since this is just, okay, play a game, off day, play a game, off day. Well, today is the play a game day.
Yep.
And the last time we had we did that, have a game play, it was game 6, and we looked like absolute garbage.
Exactly.
At home. And then they turn it around. Like, game 5 was outstanding. Game 6 stunk. Game 7 was incredible. What are we going to get tonight? And again, against a team that is so well rested that I fear that the Knicks come out tonight and just go for the throat. Like, if I'm New York, I'm going to tell my guys, seize them. Seize them. Like, remember the Wizard of Oz, the old nasty witch was up in the top of the mountain? And it was the time to get Dorothy and to get the Tin Man and to get the seize them, get them. That's how I think. That's what I would do against the Cavs tonight. I would throw everything but the kitchen sink at the Cavs in the first quarter.
Especially after that game 7. I mean, that was like the Cavs on just humming.
I would because the Cavaliers, and again, I know they packed all their stuff, so they left from Detroit and went straight to New York. So that saved them a little bit of time and, packing up, coming back to Cleveland, getting on a plane, going back to New York. That saved them a little bit of time. Now, they did get a little bit of rest. I don't know what Kenny put them through yesterday. Obviously, today, a little walk around, and that's probably about it. Keep them as fresh as you can. But if I'm the Knicks, I'm going after them so hard tonight in the first quarter. And the Cavaliers, can they absorb the punch? Can they take the punch? That's the thing. And if they can take the punch in the first quarter, then okay. We're okay. Now, guess what? That punch is going to come again in the second quarter. It's going to come again in the third. And then in the fourth, they're really going to swing at you because they're hoping that you are cooked by the fourth quarter. It's just in the NBA, a lot of times it just doesn't matter in the first quarter. But I think in a game like this one, it might. It just might. Want to get your thoughts. 330-821-1310. 330-821-1310 is our telephone number. You can text the show 330-924-7088. And you can always get your comments right now. You can watch and listen live and get your comments in the Q92 Radio YouTube channel. We got the chat open.
Just like
Jim is in
Facebook.
there, right? He says, Cavs come in hot. The Knicks have rested too long. We will see. Also, our poll question of the day. Get your comments in. Cavs Knicks game 1. What happens tonight? And tonight we did give you a true poll question. All right. What happens tonight? Game 1. Knicks win big. Knicks win small. Cavs win big. Cavs win small. You got 4 choices. You got 4 choices there. Get your comments in, get your votes in. We got it right up there on the screen. Check it out to your left if you're watching on the Q92 Radio YouTube channel.
Just hit a 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat, and you'll start filling up those bars.
There you go. Cavs win small, Cavs win big, Knicks win small, Knicks win big. That's your 4 choices for tonight. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. What happens? We'll tally those votes up throughout the afternoon. You can also get those in on the 1310 WDPN X page, Facebook, Sam Bourquin Show page on Facebook. Love to hear from you today. Like, this is like a whirlwind, right? We usually have a couple of days in between, like a brand new series. Not this year. It's like we're going. Boom, 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 we're going. We're going every other day the rest of the way. Eastern Conference Finals, it's every other day. Play, sit, play, sit, play, travel, play, sit. That's going to be the whole way. Same deal with San Antonio and Oklahoma City. They're doing the same thing. So get those votes in, get those texts in, get those calls in, 330-821-1310, as we try to sneak one out of the Madison Square Garden tonight in New York. Guardians-Tigers, game 2 of that series this evening in Motown. A little bit of a wait last night. It was worth it. Slade Ciccone and the Guardians took care of the Detroit Tigers. We got a couple more home runs last night. Hosey went deep. He's on fire right now, Jose Ramirez. Game 2 tonight coming up at 6:40. We'll check out the MLB standings. We'll get you ready for the big Mount Union Super Regional Softball weekend. Supposed to start Thursday and carry through Friday. We'll talk about that. East Canton's got a new head boys basketball coach. We'll tell you who that is. And Perry is getting close to hiring their new coach as well. We got lots to get to today. Don't forget, I will be with you until 4, and then Keller will be taking you home the rest of the way. We got baccalaureate tonight for Central Catholic High School, and then I'll be off tomorrow because we've got the awards and the big graduation tomorrow night. So we'll not be here tomorrow, but I'll be back on Thursday and Friday. We'll take a break. We'll come back and get this thing firing on 1310 WDPN.
AWP Safety, North America's leading traffic safety company, is hiring traffic control flaggers, and they need you. Join AWP as a protector for steady work and an important job keeping people safe. They offer paid training, certification, referral bonuses, and advancement opportunities. To apply, visit jobs.awpsafety.com. That's jobs.awpsafety.com.
We are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 million acres of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things. Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, everybody. 1310 WDPN. You can watch and listen to us live right now. Anytime, every day, live, 3 until 6 on 1310 WDPN's Facebook page. Easy to do. WDPN's X page or Twitter page, whichever you prefer. We will always be on the Q92 Radio YouTube channel. You can get the chat fired up there. And if you want to watch on the Q92 Sports Facebook page, we are up there live right now as well. Phone lines are open, 330-821-1310. Poll question of the day. Cavs Knicks, game 1 tonight. What happens? Cavs win close. Cavs win big. Knicks win close. Knicks win big. What do you think? Get those comments in. We'll read them throughout the show here this afternoon. I just I'll be a little down if we lose tonight, but I'm not going to be like crazy, incessantly angry or upset. I am not expecting the Cavs to win tonight. I sit here and I say this right now at almost 3:30. Now, tonight in the fourth quarter, if we're in it and we got a shot and we fumble it away, I'm going to be angry. Okay? But right now, I'm like, let's just see how it goes, take it how it goes. But if we got a shot and we fumble it away in the Garden late because we get the shakes or we get nervous or we do this or do that, then I'm going to be mad. But right now, I am just hoping for the best. Hope for the best. Take that first big punch, and then let's settle down and see where we're at. All right? News and weather coming up next, 1310 WDPN.
Here's the latest news on AM 1310 WDPN.
Good afternoon. It's 3:30. Before the first shot rang out at a San Diego mosque, police were scrambling to find the two teenagers who would ultimately be responsible. Police say 3 men were killed in Monday's attack at the Islamic Center of San Diego, including a security guard whose actions they deemed heroic. Suspects aged 17 and 18 were found dead of self-inflicted wounds in a vehicle a few blocks from the mosque. Police say the search began after one teen's mother reported her son was suicidal. United Arab Emirates says drones that attacked its nuclear power plant came from Iraq. The announcement today means Iranian-backed Shiite militias were likely behind Sunday's nuclear plant attack. President Trump said he's willing to give Iran a few days to make progress in peace negotiations. No group has claimed responsibility for the UAE attack. Such militias have launched repeated drone attacks targeting Gulf Arab states since the U.S. and Israel began their war in Iran in February. TrumpRx.gov adding 600 generic drugs to its website. The president said it would offer the lowest prices on drugs Americans need. Chief Design Officer of the National Design Studio, Joe Gebbia, demonstrated the website's expansion and highlighted a new feature allowing users to compare prescription drug prices at local pharmacies on an interactive map. Cost Plus Drugs, a direct-to-consumer online pharmacy, one of the companies partnering with the administration. Its co-founder, Mark Cuban, was on hand for the announcement. U.S. Department of Agriculture secured a settlement ending race and sex-based farming programs. Last June, the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty filed a lawsuit challenging the USDA's use of race and sex as eligibility criteria for programs, including loan guarantees, the dairy margin coverage fee, and the EQIP grant program. Will represented Adam Faust, a dairy farmer from Chilton, Wisconsin, calling him one of 2 million white male American farmers, or 60% of all farmers who were harmed by the discriminatory policies implemented by the Biden administration. A Southern California woman admitted to paying homeless people in downtown Los Angeles to register to vote. 64-year-old Brenda Brown Armstrong from the upscale enclave of Marina del Rey will plead guilty to one felony count of paying another person to register to vote. She admitted to working for about 20 years as a paid petition circulator to collect signatures on official petitions, referendums, and recalls for state ballots. According to prosecutors, last year she began offering payment to homeless people on Skid Row to maximize her pay for signatures. Forms would register the voter in state and federal elections because California automatically sends a vote-by-mail ballot to every registered voter, meaning the ballots for homeless people could have been sent to Armstrong's former home. Mark Furman, the former Los Angeles police detective who was one of the lead investigators in the O.J. Simpson murder case, has died. He was 74. Furman was an obscure homicide detective who became famous after he found a bloody glove on Simpson's property the night of the 1994 slayings. Furman's testimony was called into question when Simpson's defense team raised the prospect of racial bias. Under cross-examination, Furman testified he never made racial slurs, but the defense produced recordings of him making racist statements to describe suspects. Furman pleaded no contest to perjury charges and was placed on probation. 86 degrees at 3:33 for WDPN News. I'm Clint Marshall.
Here's Mark Johnson's forecast on AM 1310 WDPN.
We are keeping an eye to the sky for late afternoon and evening thunderstorms. 1 or 2 could be severe with damaging winds and large hail. It's going to be hot and muggy today, 88 degrees. Overnight, more scattered thunderstorms, especially during the evening. Our low 61. From the 3 News Weather Center, I'm Mark Johnson.
Welcome back to the Sam Bourquin Show, 1310 WDPN. Hope you all are having a great day. Thanks for hanging out with us here on 1310 WDPN. Again, Keller's going to be sitting in for me beginning at 4 o'clock today, and he will be with you all day here tomorrow, 3 until 6. And I'll be back Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday could be interesting there, Rainsburg. With Mount softball and weather and studios and equipment. Could be Thursday and Friday could be fly by the seat of our rear ends days. But
so you have the softball game on Thursday at 2, right? Which will ultimately just replace your show in the afternoon, right?
Yeah. So like weather-wise, Thursday at 2 looks really good.
Oh yeah, that's not what I'm worried about.
But Friday looks really weird as far as weather. And don't forget, Friday it could be 2 games, depending on how the first 2 go. So, because this is a series. This is the best 2 out of 3 series, Mount Union and Brock out of Massachusetts.
Okay.
So, no matter what happens Thursday, Mount win or lose, we will have a game on Friday.
Okay.
And depending on what happens there, the series could be done, or we could have a third game, which would be like an hour or so after the completion of the first. But throw into the mix, the weather looks really shaky on Friday, and it looks really shaky on Saturday and Sunday too. So this could be a real fluid situation, or if Mother Nature would just bless us with a little bit of nice weather, we should be just fine. So, but yeah, Thursday, Friday could be interesting for sure.
I need to get with you on the little score bug for that bad boy. We got to figure out how we want the scoring to look.
Yeah, that will be.
Well,
you know what? Folks are probably just, what are you talking about? Score bug is when you're watching a game on TV or the computer or wherever you watch a game, high school, college, pro. The score bug is it tells you the score of the game, who's playing. I don't know what else we put up there. If we put the quarter, the inning, or whatever.
I found a pretty good one that it shows you whether it's the top or the bottom of the inning.
Okay.
Shows you what inning it is. Shows you runs, outs, and whatever E stands for. I know. Thank you.
Oh, so that would all be on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and then the one I found also has you can load the 3 bases if you want to.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah.
That's probably what I'll use. It looks pretty good. It's like a lower third. It's a little square in the bottom left of the screen.
Okay.
So I have to make a graphic for that, and then we put all that together. It should look pretty good.
Interesting. We'll have to. Well, I don't know when we'll do that. I don't know. Maybe
I'm gonna start
Yeah.
tweaking it over here a little bit.
Yeah, just
figuring out how it's going to look. I have a day.
Yeah, because I won't be here. Well, we'll figure it out. You know,
it's okay. I have Keller
radio,
too.
We always figure things.
Keller knows baseball too, so
yeah.
It's I've never actually watched a baseball game before, so I have to figure out.
This will be softball.
Yeah, so yes,
and this goes a lot quicker than baseball. Usually.
Yeah, how many innings are in it?
Baseball's 9, softball is 7.
Okay, cool.
3 out. It's basically the same. It's at a quicker pace.
Right. I just wanted to make sure because most of the default ones I found only were set for 9 innings. I couldn't remove the extra 2.
Oh,
so
interesting.
It'll be good to use one that doesn't have all 9 innings across the board on the bottom.
Right. Okay.
Which is why I found one without them.
Well, I'm looking forward to checking out this score bug. So yeah, that's we're working with the University of Mount Union, who is in turn working with the NCAA, who's working with Flow. We're trying to put this all together, and it's just, and it comes so quickly too, because obviously we didn't know if Mount was going to be in it or not until Saturday night. And then we didn't know until Monday or late Sunday if they were going to host, which, okay, cool. So then we said, hey, they're going to host. This is the first time this has ever happened in the history of the school for the softball program. Let's see what we can do. And we had to work through some things. And we got our street team out trying to get some advertising. So, hey, if anybody wants to jump on board for the softball games, now's a good time. Get your business out there. I'm serious about that. This is a great time for you to do that, especially if you're local here around the university or what have you. So yeah, we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants, but I think once we get everything in place and technical stuff is worked through and everything, we should be in good shape.
I appreciate you, Dong Bobbler. He put in the comments simply whatever E stands for in parentheses.
What's E stand for? Error, yeah. Run hits errors. That's all you need to. That's all you need to know there.
Error.
So Thursday, Friday could be a little crazy, but it also could be fun. It could be fun. And if Mount would win this series, they're going to the College World Series, NCAA Division III college softball. And that is being held in Salem. And a lot of Mount folks, a lot of us know all about Salem, right? Because we went down there for so many years for the Stag Bowl. That's where the softball championship games are this year. And was talking to Nate LaRisha today. Does a great job over at the university as the SID. I said, we're looking ahead here a little bit. And so the College Softball World Series, I think it's an 8-team deal, and it's double elimination. So, like, they will start immediately next weekend. Next weekend. And I'm like, oh, crap, because I'm going to be out all next week. But I think once you get to the last couple of games, the last couple of pods in the College World Series, it could actually go all the way up until June 3rd. So it could take like a week or so, or maybe 10 days to get everything done. So if that would be the case and Mount's still cooking, I could, if everything works out, we could do some things, maybe head on down to Virginia and do a little softball for us. So, but that's putting the cart before the horse. We'll wait and see and wish the Purple Raiders nothing but the best, but we may have some softball here for you. Looking pretty good anyhow, Thursday, Friday, as we bring you some action from the University of Mount Union as far as the NCAA Super Regionals are concerned. So we got that going on too. Crazy week this week. Just a crazy week this week. How's our poll looking over here?
We are currently Cavs win close is winning.
All right.
But we had Dong Bobbler throw in one for Cavs win big, and Purple Suit put in one for Cavs win close.
Get on that YouTube page. Get on that YouTube channel, Q92 Radio YouTube channel. And there's the poll. We got the poll in the top left hand there. What do you think happens tonight? Game 1, Cavaliers and Knicks. Real simple. You got 4 choices. Go with your head, not your heart. Well, go with your heart. I don't. The more mojo, the better. But real simple, you got choice 1, Cavs win small. Cavs 2, Cavs win big. Choice 3, Knicks win small. And choice 4, Knicks win big. So get your votes in there, and we'll tally them up here throughout the afternoon.
Purple Suit says, Cavs take it tonight. Rest versus rust. Cavs coming off of their best games since Braun left. Take 1 in NYC.
Wow. That's a big ask, Purple Suit. That's a big ask. I think if the Cavs are able to sneak one out, it would be game 2. And when would that be? That would be Thursday. The blitz is coming. The blitz is coming when Scott Foster throws that ball up at center court at about 8:10. The blitz is coming. Now, that's what I think. I could be way off here. And maybe the Knicks and the staff is, look, just regular game. Let's just come out and play like we play. We don't care that the Cavaliers have been playing, 14 games in the last how many days. Let's just go out and do what we do. Maybe that's the approach that they have. But I'm just saying, if I was coaching New York tonight, I'm working my guys up into a lather in the huddle before they go tip the ball off, and just go out there. Who used to say? Was it Was it Randy Moss? Was it Mike Singletary? One of those NFL clips. Let's go after like a bunch of crazed dogs. Oh, no, that was LT. That was Lawrence Taylor. If I'm the coach of the Knicks, I'm telling my guys, go out there like a bunch of crazed dogs. That's what I'm telling them to do. And see if the Cavaliers can take the punch. That's what I'm going to do. Knicks have so many weapons. My gosh. Doug says Knicks by 5 tonight, Sam. Sean says, by chance, is Wemby suiting up for the Cavaliers tonight? Knicks win, unfortunately. Mike says Cavs by 5. Rodney, Cavs by 9. Ooh, boy, okay. Marcus says Cavs win close. Vanessa says Cavs win close. Wayne, Cavs close. Greg says Cavs win in a close game. Robert Bowers says it's a Cavalanche. Cavs by 12. Ace, my man Ace Gillums. How you doing, Ace? He says the Cavs steal the first game. Too long of a layoff for the Knicks. Ronald Torrance. Ronald, hope you're well. Cavs 107, Knicks 98. George says Cavs win. Knicks will be rusty. Michael, M-Y-C-H-A-L. Cavaliers win. Steve, Cavs 118, Knicks 103. Dougie says Knicks by 13. Bill says Cavs close. Get your votes in. Get your comments in on Facebook and, of course, the Q92 Radio YouTube channel. In the chat, we got it wide open for you right now. If I had to put a vote in, I would take Knicks big. And when I mean big in the NBA, 12. I would say the Knicks probably win by 12. If I were to say Knicks close, I don't know. Close is 5, 4. But I would say Cavs lose big tonight. Not by 20, not by 30, not by what they did to the Pistons the other night. But I would say between 10 and 12.
We have Buck texting, and he says, after watching last night's game, the junior varsity series starts tonight.
Boy.
Man, it really... What did I say earlier? I said it was like watching a whole different level of basketball.
Yeah.
Because I caught a little bit of OKC and Spurs last night.
That was incredible, high-level, playoff caliber. We won it. They won it. NBA playoff basketball.
Yeah.
That was why that game right there last night was why we tune in. That's why we tune in to watch. And look, experts all said Thunder easy. Thunder in 5. Thunder in 6. Oops. Somebody forgot to tell San Antonio about that.
Man.
And did they play incredible? Folks, look, a lot of people don't even, and this is really, a lot of people don't even know who Victor Wembanyama is. They don't. A lot of people don't know who the San Antonio Spurs are. Like, a lot about them. We know about them. We follow the NBA. We know who the Spurs are. We played them in the NBA Finals when LeBron was here the first time around. We know the San Antonio Spurs by some of the great names in the history, like George Gervin, Artis Gilmore, Billy Paltz, Larry Keenan, Mike Bratz, we know who they are. A lot of people just in the world don't know who the Spurs are. They may know more about Victor Wembanyama than they do the whole franchise. But I'm going to tell you what, that team is really, really good. And they are going to be really, really good for years to come. As a matter of fact, I would not be surprised and I wouldn't be upset if the Spurs and the Thunder played for the next 3 to 5 years against each other in the Western Conference Finals. That's how good both these teams are. That's how great the organizations are, the front office, the general managers, the fan base, the whole deal. I can see these two teams battling for the next 3 to 5, 6, 7 years in the Western Conference Finals. And guess what? That's bad news for the Lakers, the Clippers, the Wolves, the Nuggets, the Mavericks, the Blazers. It's bad news for them. Bad news. These teams are stacked, and they have an incredible direction. They have an incredible way of doing things. Their business model, their philosophy, everything about them is what you want your organization to be like. We kind of have that here with the Cavs a little bit. We just don't have Victor Wembanyama or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, okay? But these teams are good. And if you want to see some great hoops, and look, we are dialed into the Cavs and Knicks, no doubt. No doubt. That's our number one deal. But if you want to watch some great hoops, the Western Conference Finals is going to be really fun to watch.
Yeah, it's two well-oiled machines just going to work. It's crazy.
Like, last night was the game where I thought, okay, these guys, this game can't get better. It can't get any better. No more big shots. No more drama. No more, and it just kept giving. It was the game that just kept on giving. It was awesome. And it went double overtime to boot. And the surprising thing was San Antonio outscored the Thunder 14-7 in that second overtime. Victor Wembanyama, if you need him, 41 points, 24 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks. That's one dude. That's one guy that did that all.
Wemby had 41 points.
And 24 rebounds.
Well, yeah, the rebounds, I mean, that makes sense. He just has to reach up. He doesn't even have to jump. That dude is so tall.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander last night, 24 points, 3 rebounds, 12 assists, 5 steals, and a block. Wemby, by the way, last night played 48 minutes. See, you play your guys. You play your guys. Castle had 17 points last night. Harper had 24. Johnson had 13. How about Vassell for San Antonio? Played 50 minutes
51
last night.
minutes.
Hey!
Holy, wow.
Thunder, Holmgren. He was invisible. 8 points, 8 rebounds in 40 minutes. Jalen Williams, 26 points. SGA had 24 points. Caruso, 31 points for Caruso in 31 minutes. But that was a hell of a game. That was a just incredible game last night.
Wembanyama's insane. 24 rebounds. I know he's tall, but 24 rebounds.
Folks, he's so young.
Holy crap.
He's still learning the game. He's 7'5". He is a freak.
Yeah,
he is an absolute freak.
He made the other basketball players look like actual children out there with the height difference.
He did.
He looked like he was playing with little kids.
And that's when he's underneath the basket. How about late in the game last night? He shot a 28-footer. Ooh, boom! 3-pointer went in. And the Thunder and the guys on the bench are like, what just happened here? Yeah, you got to go out and guard him. Yeah, I know he's 7'5". You better go guard him. You better guard him out there, or he will tear you up.
There was a couple passes he shot over that literally went over the player's head because he just aimed a bit too high.
Oh, he is something special,
so
man.
Crazy.
He really is. He really is good.
He was
so
born
Western
to
Conference
play basketball.
Finals. Oh, yeah.
Man.
And I'm hoping he stays healthy. I hope he plays 20 years. I do. I hope he can play as long as he wants to because he's a good dude. Really a good kid. All right, Knicks Cavs tonight coming up. 8:10 on ESPN. Poll question of the night. What do you got tonight? Cavs or Knicks? And whoever wins, do they win big or do they just pull it out? That's our poll question today. Get those comments in on all of our social media platforms, including the Q92 Radio YouTube channel. And we got the chat open there as well. Guardians Tigers tonight, 6:40. Parker Messick on the mound tonight for Cleveland. Montero goes for Detroit. Parker Messick is looking for his 6th win of the year. His earned run average is sparkling at just a little bit over 2 runs per game. We'll come back and talk a little guards as we take you to the top of the hour. Right now, we'll take a break. It's the Sam Bourquin Show, 1310 WDPN.
Music and intelligence for your life.
No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room. Join me for Music and Intelligence for Your Life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
You heard it on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-498-2098 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as 1 day. Just dial 1-800-498-2098 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-498-2098 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs is probably the best thing you can do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
$1310 WDPN. Welcome back to the show. We got about 3 minutes until the top of the hour. Don't forget, Keller going to be sitting in, taking you home up until 6 o'clock. He'll talk Cavs, Knicks, little guards, and I'm sure he'll work a little hockey in there too. He'll have on this day in sports history. They will begrudgingly tell you about the 429's best bet. That'll be coming up, so stay tuned for that. Also, Keller in for yours truly tomorrow, and I'll be back here on Thursday. Want to congratulate the new head boys basketball coach at East Canton, Gunnar Tharp. He will be taking over for the program. That was announced late yesterday afternoon, early evening, and I think Gunnar's going to do a nice job. East Canton over the years has always been known for their girls basketball team. And remember when Dr. Tom Davis was there, he had them just flying high almost every year. And then the boys program started to get kicking and turn things around. And they've had some really, really good seasons. They've had some great runs the last couple of years. And some ups and downs in between. And now Gunnar Tharp is going to come in. I know he's going to do a great job. So congratulations to Gunnar and the Tharp family. And congratulations to the East Canton basketball family, East Canton High School, for their announcement last night. Gunnar Tharp will be the new head basketball coach for the Hornets of East Canton. He will do a great job. And hopefully we can get him on the show here at some point. Talk to him about taking over the job and, you know, how he'll look ahead and get things rolling over there with the Hornets. Our poll question today all revolves around the Knicks Cavs tonight. Game 1, Madison Square Garden. Who do you got? Who do you got and how big? You got the Cavs winning close, Cavs winning big, or do you have New York winning big tonight? Or do you have the Knicks winning close? Get those votes in. AM 1310, WDPN, Facebook, X. You can listen and watch live there. Of course, the Q92 Radio YouTube channel. We got that chat room open and ready for business. All right, we are all set to break. Top of the hour news and weather coming up. Keller will be in a little bit after 4 and take you home here for the rest of the afternoon. This is the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN. The news and weather is next.
An important part of the Alliance community since 1953. You're listening to AM 1310, WDPN Alliance.
ABC News, I'm Wayne Cabot. Police in San Diego say victims of gunfire yesterday at a mosque fought and died, saving others. One of the teenage shooters apparently posted a live stream of the attack before the killers killed themselves. Chief Scott Wall.
What you will not hear from us today is the names of these two suspects. Today is about our victims and our community.
Vice President J.D. Vance says using nearly $2 billion taxpayer dollars to compensate wronged Americans would finally put an end to what happened on January 6th.
Let's turn the page on this thing that we did under the last administration where we tried to throw people in prison because they had the wrong politics. Let's throw people in prison who broke the law.
He didn't rule out paying compensation to people convicted of assaulting police officers that day. President Trump says he was an hour away from ordering more strikes on Iran this week before allies said don't do it. This is ABC News.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Now, the latest Alliance area news from Clint Marshall on AM 1310 WDPN.
Good afternoon. It's 4:02. Alliance City Council moving toward a public hearing on proposed zoning changes that would limit data centers to certain industrial areas. 10 residents spoke out against the facilities at Monday's meeting. The hearing set for the evening of June 15th at Alliance Senior Citizen Center. Council was unable to take action on ordinances due to absences of members Cindy King, Sheila Cherry, and Ed Lonas. New firefighters John Park and Zachary Butcher were sworn in. Chris Waffler was promoted to assistant chief. Bond set for a man arrested in an Alliance homicide. 50-year-old Robert Ross arrested on a murder charge in the Morgantown, West Virginia area Wednesday, several hours after his 38-year-old wife Ashley was found dead in their West Ely Street home. He waived extradition and was returned to the area Friday. Ross made his first appearance in municipal court via video from the Stark County Jail Monday. He did not enter a plea and asked his case be sent to the grand jury. Bond was set at $5 million. Canton police investigating a shooting at Weiss Park that left multiple vehicles damaged. Officers responded to the park on Harvard Avenue Northwest just after 7 Sunday evening after receiving reports of several people firing guns. Investigators recovered at least 26 spent shell casings from 3 different firearms, along with live rounds and a projectile. No one was hurt. Police say suspects fired over a parking lot crowded with vehicles and pedestrians before fleeing on foot. Kansas City Council has approved a 30-year, 75% property tax abatement for a data center. The project, reportedly backed by Amazon, now goes to county commissioners for final approval. 240-megawatt facility would cover 100 acres and include 4 large buildings along Faircrest Street Southwest in Perry Township. Under the deal, the township would receive a $2.75 million upfront payment, while future tax revenue would be reduced over 3 decades. Repository reports the plan drew opposition at a public hearing with more than 100 residents attending and a petition topping 3,100 signatures. Louisville City Council gave final approval to a preservation ordinance Monday. WDPN's David Schurer reports.
The Northside wooded area of Metzger Park, once the setting for a Halloween season scare adventure, will be preserved for the appreciation of nature and pedestrian enjoyment. No motorized vehicles, structures, fires, waste disposal, or any use which generates noise will be permitted. Council learned that income tax revenues are up by just 1.3% over last April 30th, while withholding is up just 3%. Individual quarterly payment is up over 7%, but corporate net profit revenues are down by 40%. And Mayor's Court revenues stand at $37,150 as of April 30th, compared to $17,774 last year.
According to the Ohio Attorney General's 2025 Missing Children Report, nearly 20,000 people were reported missing in the state last year. Attorney General Dave Yost released the report in recognition of National Missing Children's Day. It shows more than 15,000 children were reported missing in the state, with nearly 98% recovered safely. 6 children were found deceased. The report lists 775 cases in Mahoning, 376 in Stark, 67 in Portage, 49 in Columbiana, and 3 in Carroll. Former Portage County corrections officers pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge of telecommunication harassment. 29-year-old Austin Wilson of Lake Milton was accused of threatening to release private explicit photos of a victim unless more images were provided. He was originally charged with felonies, but pleaded guilty earlier this month to a reduced misdemeanor. Wilson, arrested in February, placed on unpaid leave and transferred to another jail for safety reasons. He'll be sentenced June 16th in Portage County Court. Columbiana County Dog Warden's Office says one of 2 dogs involved in a Friday attack in Middleton Township is scheduled to be euthanized today. Sheriff's Office says Beaver local school teacher Penny Brown suffered serious injuries, including a broken arm, after being attacked while walking in the area of Tomahawk Drive in East Palestine. She was flown to a Youngstown hospital. Charges against the dog owners are pending. The other animal remains in quarantine in Mahoning County. Highway Patrol says a woman died after a Monday morning crash in Columbiana County. 58-year-old Yolanda Matos of Camel failed to yield at a stop sign around 10 o'clock at Route 344 in Cunningham Road in Perry Township and was struck by a semi. Matos died at a hospital. Semi driver, a 51-year-old Salem man, was taken to a hospital as a precaution. Sebring Board of Education approved personnel, financial, and student matters Monday. They agreed to pay rates for the 2026-27 school year. An agreement with Akron Children's Hospital for Health Services, district coach's handbook, and a list of 29 seniors for graduation. Members also approved multiple teaching, coaching, and substitute contracts. Superintendent Tony Viscount said the district will switch to a new HVAC control system June 1st. Change will give the district more flexibility and lower maintenance costs. 86 degrees at 4:07. This is the local edition of WDPN News. I'm Clint Marshall.
Meteorologist Mark Johnson has the latest forecast on AM 1310 WDPN.
88 hot and muggy degrees for your afternoon high. We'll keep an eye to the sky for showers and strong to severe storms by late afternoon. Some of those storms with damaging winds and large hail. Overnight, evening, strong to severe thunderstorms, and then just isolated thunderstorms after midnight. Our low, 61. I am Mark J. Weather from 3 News.
Live from the AM 1310 WDPN studio, it's time for live and local sports talk. It's the Sam Bourquin Show.
I'm ready.
Give the show a call at 330-821-1310.
Good call, meatball.
Watch the Sam Bourquin Show on the AM 1310 Facebook page, the Q92 YouTube page, and on X. This is the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN.
And a line drive and a base hit into right field. That'll get another run home as Pizzana scores. Everybody else stops. And they're still loaded as Angel picks up RBI number 25 on the year. Drilled to right field, down the line it goes. Headed all the way into the corner. Guan scores. Verrocchio scores. Angel Martinez will stop at third. It's a 2-run double for Jose Ramirez. And he delivers. A swing and a drive to deep left field. Away, back and gone. Jose Ramirez makes it 8-2 Cleveland.
Castle, Williams guarding. Shot clock at 8. Wembanyama turns, spins, shoots, and hits. Timeout, Oklahoma City. Castle. Lobbing. Wembanyama! He's unbelievable, folks. He's unbelievable. Castle.
First time. Here's a fly ball, center field. It's hit well. Bolte's back near the wall. It's gone! Unbelievable! What a finish! Zach Neto says goodnight to the A's, and JT Ginn walks it off with a home run.
That man's the puck. Shot, score! Montreal wins Game 7.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN. It's Keller filling in for Sammy B. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. And that last highlight, that's what I was watching last night. The Buffalo Sabres, Montreal Canadiens. Boy, what a game. Game 7 in overtime for the to get into the Eastern Conference Finals, and unbelievable. Your heart breaks for the Buffalo Sabres, though. Really breaks for the Sabres. They haven't been in the playoffs since 2015, and boom, done. Overtime, what a shot, too. It was a beautiful shot. What a game. I was texting with some other people who work here at the station, and there's just something about a Game 7, and the Cavs know that as well as they get set for the Eastern Conference Finals as well. And we got our question up. What's the question today, Ryan?
What happens tonight in the Game 1 of the Cavs and Knicks series?
What happens?
We have them if the Cavs win close, or do the Knicks win close? Or do the Cavs win big, or do the Knicks win big? We got 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh,
so you just,
boy.
I don't know why I'm talking so condescending. You just pick 1, 2, 3, or 4, and that'll be your answer.
I figured that. I know how to.
I think I'm gearing up to respond to Dong Bobbler here, because he says, "Who is this dork?" And Dong Bobbler, if you had been paying attention to the show the whole time that Sam was here, he pointed out that this is Ryan Keller, and he'd be filling in for the rest of the day. It also says it at the bottom of the screen. Keller also works here.
Am I a dork?
I don't think so. I think if you are, I am. So
I try not to be. I like dorky stuff, but I don't think I'm a dork.
Well, I think if we go off the original adage of wearing glasses makes you a dork, then yes.
Oh, then I've been a dork since I was 4 years old.
Born a dork.
I was born a dork.
I also was born with terrible vision, so we're good.
I'm so torn on the Cavs game tonight because
welcome to the club.
Yeah, because I've been running. I was listening when I was driving in, and also it's hot as hell outside.
Yep,
I am not ready for this heat, and it feels like it in here as well.
Yeah, I already wussed out and fired up my air conditioner during the night, because I don't like to sweat when I sleep.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But all right, let's talk a little Cavs. Where do I sit with the Cavs? I've run through a bunch of different scenarios. Driving in, had you guys on, was listening to Sam talk about it a little bit. Sam and I talked about it a little bit this afternoon. And it's funny because there are so many scenarios that could take place. Like I'm running through situational things that can happen. And for the Knicks coming off of such a long break, there's a couple things that can happen. They could come out, crowds fired up, Eastern Conference Finals. The break doesn't mean anything at all. And they just come out and just play as well as they've been playing. And then you've got the rest. Do they too much rest? Not enough rest? Are the Cavs going to be tired? I'm so confused with this basketball game. Now, the one thing I can say is if the Cavs come out and they play complimentary basketball, I don't know if I don't think they lose this series. If they come out and play like they played in Game 7. Now, that's asking a lot.
It shouldn't be, but it is.
It is. It's asking a lot. And it's very similar to how they played in Game 7. It reminded me a lot of when James Harden first joined the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
And at that time period, who was the focus in the center of their offense? Jared Allen.
That's a good point.
Jared Allen was the center of their offense because he was a comfortable big man that was down low that Harden could go down and get him the rock. And Dan Gilbert, his locker room talk and Coach Kenny Atkinson, when they talk about team runs through Jared Allen, I tend to agree. I have to agree with that. And it was the first time all series where it wasn't really isolation basketball. I'm so tired of seeing isolation basketball in the NBA.
Well, because it falls apart every time.
It's awful.
It never works unless you're terrible. LeBron James or, Michael Jordan. ISO doesn't work.
There are people who can do it and do it well. However, I don't know if James Harden is still the guy to play ISO basketball.
No, especially not in the playoffs.
Spida, let him go.
He can be really good.
However, they're expecting that to happen, and I think they caught Detroit off guard a little bit.
Oh, they definitely did.
When they started going and playing their bigs, I don't think Detroit really knew how to defend that. At least at the beginning part of the game. Obviously, I mean, they're in the NBA. They're going to adjust. They're going to change. They're going to get things the way that they need to be as they move throughout the game. That's why they're there. That's why the coaching staff is there. However, you don't need a coaching staff if you just run isolation basketball the whole time.
No, you don't.
So I think Game 7 was really, in that series, the first time where they got their bigs involved. They moved the ball down low. If that wasn't there, they were able to kick it out and get open looks on the perimeter. And you had guys who were hitting shots on the perimeter. I like playing inside-out basketball. You go down low to your big guy. You let him see if he's got move. If they get doubled, you kick it out to wherever that double team came from, and you're going to have a guy open.
Yeah.
If help defense goes over, you rotate it around. And they did that so well against Detroit in Game 7. If they come out and do that against the Knicks, I think they're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I think what Sam and I always talk about is that, like, the Cavs are the better team between the Knicks. Yeah. Ultimately, we have more talent. We have more strong players. The problem is our consistency.
Yeah.
The Cavs are so inconsistent.
Well, I texted Sam at one point during the game. I think it was I don't remember now if it was Game 6 or if it was Game.
Oh no, they blur together with this every other day thing.
whichever game Harden had 2 shot clock violations. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, do you remember? Have you seen Space Jam?
Yeah.
So do you remember when the Monstars go and they steal all the talent away from the NBA players?
Oh, yeah.
For a moment, I thought we were being invaded by aliens and that they came and took Harden's basketball skill and just ran away with it.
You could say that so many times about many games in the first 2 rounds too, where the Cavs just all the talent just faded away, disappeared.
It was like the basketball started glowing, and then you see a little alien running off in the corner. It was weird.
The one Detroit game, with the last 5 minutes, the Cavs just couldn't even move the ball down the court. Yeah. It's like, what are you guys doing?
Sam and I have this fun text chain going back and forth too. Is I don't always pay attention to the games when I have them on. A lot of times I have my tablet and the game's up on my tablet while my wife and I watch a show.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have it up on my tablet. I'll be kind of peering in. Daughter goes to bed. I'll shut the game off and go deal with that. And we talk about Keller karma. It's something that we've dubbed because whenever I put the game on, the Cavs play well. Whenever I have the game off, they seem to struggle. And throughout that series, I didn't watch Game 1. I didn't watch Game 2. I think I watched a little bit of Game 3, more Game 4, all of Game 5. I didn't watch barely any of Game 6. And then I watched all of Game 7.
Game 6 was a
train wreck. I will have the game on tonight, so we'll see if Keller Karma lives, and we'll talk about that tomorrow.
I also did not watch Game 6.
Maybe it's like the Ryan Karma or something.
Yeah, it's just the Ryan because we're both.
Yeah,
Brailer, are you here? Did you watch Game 6?
Who?
Hall of Fame City, Ryan Brailer. He's the third Ryan in this group. He likes to say so.
Yeah.
Where's he at? We didn't know if he watched Game 6 because we can figure out if this is a thing and start helping the Cavs win instead of losing.
Right. I gotta keep it on now. But then you get stuck in the, do I want to not watch and then just turn it on a little bit to see if this is real?
Yeah.
Then
the superstition gets to you and you're trying to do math with magical BS that's not real and you start to feel like a crazy person.
There's a unicorn sitting over there in the corner of my living room.
You can't quantify magic.
No. So Cavs Knicks kicking off tonight at Madison Square Garden. 8:00, and then again Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Memorial Day. What's going to be really bad is games 3 and 4. I will not be able to watch at all. Actually, game 4 I will. Game 3 I will not. I'm going out of town.
Oh, those are the home games too.
Yeah, we're going camping for Memorial Day. Our friends of ours have a cabin, so we're going to go stay with them. But there's zero internet No phone service, no nothing where we're going to be. So
you've been there before.
Yeah,
so.
I will miss game 3, but we'll see what
I'll be busy
what
that
happens. And it's crazy. It's a big weekend. Where are we at on time?
We're good.
Okay, busy.
It's 19.
Busy weekend in sports and in motorsports. Tomorrow, Clint Marshall from the newsroom is going to join us. Clint and I talk daily about motorsports, whether it's NASCAR, Formula One, IndyCar, dirt track racing. I mean, you name it. And this weekend, you've got the Indianapolis 500 on Sunday.
Oh yeah, I think that's on Prime.
And then you got the Coke.
Oh no, it's the Coke one that's on Prime.
Yeah,
I've seen ads for it all week.
Coke 600 on Prime. There is someone who is doing what they call the double, and it's been attempted, I think, 4 other times. This is the first time a female is doing it, running the double. So
nice.
She is going to race the Indianapolis 500. I think it starts at 1. I'll get the times for sure. Indy 500, and then she is going from her race car to a golf cart to a helicopter, and then is getting flown to Charlotte to race in the Coke 600 in the NASCAR race.
Ooh, how long is the Indy 500 going to take?
500 miles.
Well, I know it's 500 miles, but like, don't do that to me. You know what I meant. I was asking you time.
I mean, it'll probably be about 3.
Was it like a 2-3 hour race?
Yeah, and then you got cautions and stuff you throw in there. But Catherine Legg, she's the first female to attempt the double on the Indy 500 and the Coke 600. And normally Monaco in Formula One is that day as well. So like at 9 a.m. you watch Monaco, at noon you watch the Indy 500, at 6 you watch the Coke 600, and it's a full day of racing. But Monaco is going to be the couple of weeks later. Canada. For Formula One, you've got Cavs this weekend. You've got the Spurs and the Thunder this weekend. You got Guardians. I mean, there's so much sports going on.
Indy 500 flag drops at 12:45 on Sunday.
Alex Palou with the pole. They do. What's cool is they do qualifying for the 500 the week before. So it was supposed to be this past Saturday, and then on Sunday, and then they had some rain issues. So Sunday was qualifying, and Alex Palou, he did a 4-lap average. Listen to this: 4 times around the track, averaged 232.2 miles per hour.
What's the normal there?
Well, is
that? I know that's fast. I'm just saying, like,
that's crazy fast.
How much faster is it than what it normally would be? Do you know?
What do you mean normally would be?
Like what's the average track time for 4 laps?
A lot of guys. It depends. This was the top 6. Went from like 332 to 330 was kind of like the window. But I could never imagine going 232 miles. As much as I love racing, I could never. That would be
no.
I just don't have the intertesticular fortitude in order to make that happen.
I think I'm one of those people where I would be slightly more okay if I was the one driving, but still probably not very okay with it.
Well, they're just single seaters. So
I know, exactly.
You're in it by yourself.
Yeah. Because they do those. You could do those like NASCAR experiences where you ride around to the NASCAR guy and they go like 150 or 200 or whatever. But
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, probably.
Trusting someone who's done that before.
Yeah.
And not just me. Over this past weekend, they did the 24 hours of the Nürburgring, and it's an endurance race. So they run from 9 a.m. until 9 a.m.
Oh,
and
nice.
They've got 4 different drivers who drive.
Yeah, so it's like the
Le Mans and stuff like that. Yeah, Max Verstappen drove that over the weekend. He's from Formula One, and I watched the onboard cameras of Max driving at night, and I could not look away. It is unbelievable because there's like 160 cars on the track. It's a 13-mile long track. The laps take about 8 minutes and 20 seconds, and he's driving at night. There's no lights on the course because this is the country.
Okay.
And he's flying. If you just go onto YouTube and look up Max Verstappen Nürburgring, and you'll see the overnight stuff. It's unbelievable. It's the craziest thing. What else do we got? Guardians. Mike Voorhees is going to join us tomorrow. We're going to talk a little guards tomorrow as well. That'll be fun. They're playing really well right now. 27-22 on the season, 15-10 at home, 12-12 on the road. They're ahead of the White Sox. White Sox are 24-23. This is in the Central Division. And they're holding their own. They're starting to get back into the groove of things. And Mike's going to join us a little bit later on tomorrow. What else we got coming up today? This day in sports history. We've got that coming up.
Got Sammy's best bet here in a few minutes.
Oh, Sammy's best bet. So Sammy left me at his best bet today.
He did. Did he actually send it to you in any capacity?
No, that's
okay,
that's what I'm looking for right now.
I don't think it's over there, buddy.
See if he's got it up here anywhere.
This will be fun.
Did he give it to you?
No, I have it.
Oh, you have it. Okay.
I have to make the graphic for it, so I
got it. So the Sammy's.
He just didn't text it to you. That's all.
Okay.
Like he texted it. You're not important because you're not the producer.
I am not. And I'm just some dork.
I figured he would probably forward that your way, thinking you would knowing you would need it.
Who's this dork? I'm just some dork. That's all right.
Look, Dong Bobbler has absolutely no decorum whatsoever.
Oh, so. No. We're all good. We
know that.
We're all good. I can take it with the best of them. I mean, if you're expecting to see Sam.
Look, Ryan's not here to replace Sam.
No.
He's just filling in.
Dear God, no. I'm just filling in. I've said this the last time I filled in for Sam. This is tough. This isn't an easy thing to do. I had never done long talk, sports talk radio. Sam does it's hard to do what that man does.
Yeah, it's actually hard for me to get a word in edgewise when he's talking. So it's impressive.
He is, he's very good at talking to himself.
I got to find my little spots to sneak in, to interject.
Oh, he's so good though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Let's see what else we got coming up today. Where are we at time wise, Ryan? We got to take a break.
We could take a quick break if you want.
Yeah, let's step away for a minute. We're going to take a break. We've got Sammy's best bet coming up here shortly after we get all that information situated. And keep it right here. It's the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN.
At Cleveland Clinic, every moment matters. So you unite as one to care for hearts like your very own. You push your minds to help heal theirs. And you forge new paths to help fight cancers. Because when defying the odds is what you do, the right care can change everything. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Looking to launch a career in the skilled trades but don't know where to begin? Part-time service in the Ohio Army National Guard can help. You can kickstart your career by enlisting in one of our many trades-based jobs. Get paid to learn these skills and gain on-the-job training when you report to your unit 1 weekend a month or 2 weeks in the summer. To learn how the Guard can pay for your civilian trade certification, visit nationalguard.com/OH. Sponsored by the Ohio Army National Guard in coordination with the Ohio Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And welcome back to the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN. It's Keller hanging out with you while Sammy B is enjoying some graduation festivities. Definitely don't want to miss that. And he asked me to fill in. So that's why I'm here.
All right, everybody. Keller has no idea what's going on.
I do not.
And that's fine. Let me take this out of my ear because that's going to kill me. So this is Sammy's best bet music.
Okay, we got Sammy's best bet music. Oh, I see.
Today we have the Oakland Athletics and the Angels. Yes, the Oakland A's and the Angels.
He's taking the over on the
He is
A's
taking
and the
the
Angels.
total over the 8.5. Do you know what that means?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I do too. I wanted to make sure at least one of us did.
No,
the overs, like the totals, are easy to take. That's the easy one.
I've had my my fair share of betting. I think I found something here that Sammy left for me.
Oh, he did. Cool. Perfect.
Yeah, Athletic. Unless this was from yesterday, it talks about Athletic starter JT Ginn took a no-hitter and a 1-run lead into the ninth 9th, Monday night, 6 pitches later. This is just talking about this is nothing for the.
That could have been his reasons why he picked the teams, but we cannot interpret those as we are not Sam Bourquin.
Nah, so Sammy's best bet, he's taking the over on 8.5 between Oakland and Anaheim, the Battle of California. I could see that. I could see that going 9 or more.
I couldn't offer an opinion on that, as I do not watch much baseball.
Do you bet at all?
Sometimes I throw down on one of his best bets if it's something I like. I'm still not comfortable enough there yet because I feel confident I could probably bet on like a Cavs game pretty easily now, but
I have to stop betting because it's not that I have a problem or anything like that. It's because I try to, if I were to bet small little bets over and over, I'd be okay. But what I do is I try to string together these massive long parlays. That's my problem. I try to do a big parlay and it never gets me. So.
All right. Well, it's time to get to the news with Clint Marshall.
All right. We're going to step away. Clint's going to give us the news, and we will be back after that. It's the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN.
Now, the latest area news on AM 1310 WDPN.
Good afternoon. It's 4:30. 2 teenage shooters opened fire at a San Diego mosque Monday and killed 3 men. Then killed themselves a few blocks away. There was no specific threat made against the Islamic Center of San Diego, but authorities found evidence the suspects engaged in generalized hate rhetoric. San Diego Police Chief Scott Wall said the circumstances would come out in the days ahead. Officers were looking for one of the teenagers before the attack after his mother called police concerned her son was suicidal and had run away. There were weapons missing from the home. The mother's vehicle was gone. Among those killed, a mosque security guard who police believe played a pivotal role in keeping the attack from being much worse. Tehran's latest peace proposal includes ending hostilities on all fronts, including Lebanon, lifting the U.S. naval blockade, and reparations from the United States. Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister Kazem Garibabadi said the proposal also includes demands on the release of frozen funds and the removal of all sanctions and UN Security Council resolutions. Also demands the withdrawal of U.S. forces from areas surrounding Iran. Further, Tehran insists on its right to uranium enrichment and to conduct civilian nuclear activities. President Trump told reporters the U.S. was not going to let Iran have a nuclear weapon, but that talks were ongoing. At least 54 vessels passed through the Strait of Hormuz during the week ending May 18th, according to Lloyd's List intelligence data. The figure compares to 25 in the preceding week. The shipping analytics company said the traffic increase included 10 China-owned vessels after Iran signaled it would allow some Chinese ships to pass through the strait. While Tehran says it's continuing military oversight operations there, the U.S. naval blockade on Iranian ports announced last month remains in effect. U.S. military officials said Monday 84 ships were diverted to and from Iranian ports. CDC said Monday it's imposing a ban on foreign passport holders from entering the country if they've been in Uganda, Congo, or South Sudan in the previous 21 days. CDC confirmed an American doctor working in the outbreak zone tested positive for Ebola virus. The doctor being transported to Germany along with 6 other Americans for treatment and observation. The strain has no vaccine and has a death rate between 25 and 50%. The travel ban applies to anyone in those countries in recent weeks except for American citizens and members of the Army, as well as anyone specifically exempted by Homeland Security. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said he's imposed additional sanctions against Cuba, with more to come. Sanctions announced Monday target 11 officials, freezing any assets under U.S. jurisdiction and prohibiting U.S. persons from doing business with them. Agencies blacklisted were Cuba's Ministry of Interior, National Revolutionary Police Force, and Directorate of Intelligence. Officials included the heads of the police force as well as various ministers, the Chief of Staff of Military Counterintelligence, Chief of the Central and Eastern Armies, and the President of Cuba's National Assembly for People's Power, among others. Foreign Minister Bruno Rodriguez Perea Monday defended Havana's right to self-defense in response to reports the nation had purchased drones from Russia and Iran. 86 degrees at 4:33 for WDPN News. I'm Clint Marshall.
Now, the Alliance Area Weather Forecast from Mark Johnson on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's going to be a hot and muggy Tuesday afternoon, upper 80s for highs today, but we are watching for a line of strong to severe storms to develop and move in by late afternoon and evening. Some of those storms with damaging winds and large hail. Overnight, evening thunderstorms, then just isolated thunder showers after that. Our low tonight, 61. I am Mark J. Weather from 3 News.
California.
Welcome back to the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN. It's Keller hanging out, filling in for Sammy B. He's got some family stuff as his son's graduating. It's pretty awesome. He deserves to be there.
Yeah, he keeps talking about what's happening today, but I have no idea what it is because I didn't go to a parochial school.
So it's called a baccalaureate mass, and it's just a mass for the seniors.
Okay.
That's all it is. It's just part of the parochial school's graduation where they do a mass to celebrate the seniors the day before. They get a special blessing, and then they go on to graduation the next day.
That's crazy. If you did that at a public school, there'd be like 10 people there.
Yeah, that's why they don't do it. That's why you pay to go to a parochial school for that stuff. Plus, public schools would never let that fly. They wouldn't let you have a mass. Or they would, and
I don't think it would be like not allowed. I just don't think many. If you're not raised in religion like that,
no,
it's not
I'm pretty
something-
sure it would be not allowed in a public school.
Maybe you think?
Yeah, 100%. They would. I mean, a lot of the schools were taking like 10 Commandments out, and
that's a good point.
They're not allowed to have prayer in school or prayer before games anymore. I think there was a thing with Lake where during the football season, someone got mad that they were all getting together and doing a prayer on the field. And so, yeah, public schools, you would never have that. You would never have that. I wanted to talk a little bit. You were talking about the Indy 500. And the reason I started talking about that is that Caitlin Clark, she is going to be the grand marshal for the race, which is pretty cool. She'll get to, tell the drivers to start their engines, and really, really cool. She says, I'm honored to represent Gamebridge as Grand Marshal of the Indy 500. I'm looking forward to the experience, an iconic piece of what makes Indiana so special and being part of the time-honored tradition of the greatest spectacle in racing. And I want to talk about Caitlin Clark a little bit because we're going to talk a little bit about the WNBA here.
Oh, okay. That's it. I thought so.
Sam and I were talking.
It's funny because this works because actually I caught a little bit of it just kind of out of morbid curiosity last week because it was on Prime and they'd been advertising it all week. And I was like, well,
yeah, I want to talk about some of the advertising and I wish you had, if I can pull it up, I'm going to try to pull it up on X. The WNBA had this big weekend where they had some big matchups. And they put out on their X a graphic trying to hype up the game.
I'll also see if I can find it so I can throw it up on the stream.
Yeah,
it's WNBA's X page.
Yeah, it's on their X page, and it's probably buried by now because of all the action they had over the weekend. But you know how when you've got big matchups, they put the key players from those teams on the graphic. So I was looking through and I saw someone talking and they showed the graphic, and you had, I think, Asia Wilson and Angel Reese on one side, and then whoever the Fever were playing that day, I don't remember who it was, and I'm searching feverishly to try to find it. But they were playing Indiana, and you think that they would put Caitlin Clark, the face of the WNBA, on the graphic. Instead, they chose to put a girl who is averaging 1 point, 1 rebound, and 1 assist a game on the graphic. Now, what are you trying to do? Why would you do that to the like? Yes, there are other very talented, fantastic players in the WNBA. There really are. Asia Wilson's unbelievable. There are people who are playing in the WNBA who are incredibly athletic and who are fantastic. Caitlin Clark is one of them. I think more people go to see Caitlin Clark play than anybody else. I know people from here in Ohio who have driven to Indiana and bought tickets to go watch her play. Would I? Probably not. I'm not a huge fan of the WNBA. I can't. She's fun to watch, but I'm not. There are other things that are more enjoyable to me. And that's just the personal thing. That is just me. But why not put her on your graphic if you're trying to get a draw? Like, I looked at that, I go, oh, she must be hurt. Oh, she's not playing. That kind of sucks.
That's a good point.
She played. I actually think she just broke another record. She is all-time leader in points per game. I think it's like 20 points and 10 rebounds. She holds the all-time record. She's only been in the league for 2 years. I think it's 11.
I am trying. Every top news story is about how she's marshaling the Indy 500. So I have to get past that to see her record that she set.
I just saw it, and that's why I should bookmark but I wasn't 100% sure I was going to be doing this. But I think she holds the record for 20 points and 10 assists it's 20 and 10. I think she's got 11 games that she's done it. Pretty sure that's what it was.
See, Clark sets WNBA record after stat change, then sets it again.
I had a text come in, says West Branch does a prayer before all basketball games, and they couldn't care less if anyone has an issue with it at all. I love that.
Christian. What's up, Christian?
That's Christian. I was just at Mineral Ridge High School, and they had a prayer as well. That's awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I don't think that's a big
deal.
To
do it. But
I don't think it should be forced, but there shouldn't be anything wrong with it.
I don't think anyone's forcing anything. Yeah, but
that would be the only way that.
Again, those are smaller schools, smaller communities. I don't know if McKinley would let a prayer. I don't know if that would happen at McKinley.
Yeah.
And nowadays, everyone's just looking to complain about something. So yeah, you're gonna have that as well.
I'm not gonna complain today.
I'm not gonna complain today. That's my goal for the day. I'm just not gonna complain today.
I get out of bed every morning and I say that to myself in the mirror. I am not gonna complain today.
It's so hot in here.
We just said.
I know. That's why I did it. That's why I did it. All right, we got some other local news that came out today. The Hall of Fame Village has hired a Wisconsin-based company to manage and operate the indoor water park. S&L Hospitality out of Wisconsin is going to be in charge. They're going to run the Game Day Bay, and it's expected to open in spring of 2027. Hall of Fame Village announced this morning about this agreement. Got some quotes here. It says, this partnership represents an important step forward as we continue to bring Game Day Bay to life. The CEO of S&L Hospitality said in a prepared statement. So the the Hall of Fame Village, they are they've got a group to manage the water park, and I think that's smart. If you're uncomfortable or don't know how to operate a water park, why not bring someone in who's going to understand it?
You'd apply that to so many things, like the Cleveland Browns. Like, hey, if you don't know how to run a football team and you're not making very many good decisions, maybe you should give that job to somebody else.
Well, I know I know a lot of people in the area. It's not that they don't like the Hall of Fame Village. They want to see it complete. They want to see the money being put to the village.
Yeah.
And if any of it's from tax money, that they want to make sure that it goes to where it's supposed to go.
That seems fair.
Totally understand that.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. There's nothing irrational about wanting to know your money is spent the way it's supposed to be spent.
And now it's privately funded. Everything rests on them. But it's going to feature more than 100,000 square feet of wet play area, including raft rides, high-speed mat coasters, a wave pool, lazy river. There'll also be a swim-up bar, private cabanas, and arcade games, it's going to be awesome. I know so many people who go out of their way to take a vacation or go up to Kalahari.
Yeah.
You're going to have a destination in your backyard. And,
yeah, that would be, oh man.
And it gives you something to do when you come to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Like, there are going to be people who are going to come to the water park just to go to the water park. And then there are going to be people who are coming to the Hall of Fame Village and going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame that can maybe take a 1-day trip and turn it into a 2 or 3-day trip and have a place to stay and have some fun stuff to do. I think it's great. I have been a supporter of the Hall of Fame Village. I, like a lot of people, I lost some money on some stock. And
I was going to say, I thought
I did.
You were actually invested in it for a while.
But I still think it's a great idea. I think having the village here is awesome. I love going down there. I love spending time down there. And I think that it's going to be good for not just the community, but for traveling and for people coming in as well. So I'm looking forward to it. But just like everyone else, I want to see it done already.
Well, yeah, I mean, we have the Pro Football Hall of Fame right there, which is a huge tourism draw. It's huge for Canton. It's like, people come from all over the country just to see that.
Yeah.
So why not have something right next to it that makes people want to stay here longer to have more stuff to do?
Yeah, I think
seems logical.
I love it. It's different for me too, because I'm not originally from Canton. I know there are a lot of people who are originally from Canton who just don't. I hate Hall of Fame. Anything you see on social media, it's them complaining and going nuts over. There is that group of people who do that. I love having the Hall of Fame here. I love being so close to it. Hall of Fame week is one of the coolest things ever. There are people who live all across the world, all across the country, who aren't ever going to get to see it. And it's right here in our backyard.
Yeah.
Just like Cooperstown. I would love to go to Cooperstown. Do you know what Cooperstown is?
I've heard of that.
So it's the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would love to go to Cooperstown. Am I ever going to get out there? I don't know. But
right.
I tell you what, if I lived out there, I'd be there. I love walking through the Hall of Fame, see different things all the time. I think it's cool to have all that right here and have people talk about the city of Canton in a positive light and to see how beautiful it is. I love it here. Like we're talking about moving, like selling our house. But we want to make sure that we stay in Stark County. I love it here. I really do. I grew up in Warren, and it's funny. And every time we drive back into Warren, I still love Warren because that's where I was from. But I'm like, man, I'm so glad we moved.
Oh, really? Oh, you like where you're from? I'm from Massillon.
Like I love Warren, but I'm also
I do kind of love
I'm glad that we found our way here into Stark County.
Yeah.
And I love calling football on Friday nights. I love being so close to the University of Mount Union, Walsh University. And I mean, Walsh is what brought us to the North Canton area. I played football my freshman year at Walsh. My wife graduated from Walsh. So that's kind of what brought us here, and just the community and the environment and just where we're at just kept us here, and I don't ever want to leave.
Oh, man, yeah, I totally grew up in Stark County.
Yeah, well, this is great. How do you feel about like the Hall of Fame? Like your honest opinion, like the Hall of Fame and the village and having everyone invade your county for a week, 2 weeks out of a year every year.
As a non-sports fan, I've never been super excited about the Hall of Fame. I think I had to go. I went there for a field trip in high school and just had zero appreciation for what I was looking at because not a sports fan at that time, especially in high school. I certainly did not know anything about football in high school. But so I'm just like, yep, there's a bunch of busts of some dudes, like those are gold. That's cool, but
they're bronze.
You know what I mean? That's the second time that's happened today. I was trying to explain to Sam earlier what the score bug is going to look like for baseball. And I said it had runs, outs, and then whatever the E stands for. Dong Bobbler called me out on that. He just put whatever the E stands for in parentheses.
Whatever the E stands for. That's really funny.
And yeah, I guess it is because that's what I was telling Sam. I was like, I know nothing about baseball. Football, yes. Basketball, actually a lot now, but baseball. So we'll see how that goes. But no,
we got to get you out to like a Rubber Ducks game.
Yeah, it's okay.
Start.
That's okay. Look, you're not. I already told Sam this. I'm like, you you could probably turn me into a basketball fan. I'm already kind of a basketball fan.
Yeah.
Football, I could watch too. I don't hate football, but man, baseball.
That's a good question to
It's
ask
too slow.
everyone. What's the one sport? What's a sport that is, I guess we can say top 4. We'll go football, baseball, basketball, and we'll throw hockey in there. I know hockey's going to get a lot of crap. But what's the one sport that you cannot watch? You just can't get behind?
It'd be baseball for me.
It is for
me.
me.
I think I can watch hockey, but
baseball, what happens, and this happens with golf too, is I fall asleep.
Yeah.
I get so relaxed and comfortable, and the game it's a lot faster than it used to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with the pitch clock and all that kind of stuff.
And the ABS system and stuff. But
it still goes too slow for me. And
Mm-hmm.
and that's probably a me thing. I know there are people who absolutely
that's
love
people's
baseball.
favorite thing about baseball is how like somber and calm it is.
Yeah.
Which I totally get.
Yeah.
I just get that in other places.
That's not how my brain works.
No.
Like for me to sit, it's like, oh, this is super chill time. We're gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, hell, I'll be honest. Football and even basketball occasionally. I've been falling asleep the fourth quarter of basketball games because I'm not even that big of a basketball fan, you know. It's like it is fun to watch, especially the playoffs, but
yeah,
regular season wise, I don't think I'll watch much basketball.
It's so much fun to talk back and forth too with someone who isn't a huge sports fan.
Yeah. I'm getting there, but I'm definitely not a huge sports fan.
Yeah. But yeah, golf's a bad one for me, and so is and baseball. My eyes get heavy. Christian says golf and hockey. I've tried so many times with hockey. I still try, but just can't. You got to watch a game with me, man. I've converted so many of my friends to hockey fans, and there's a couple things that people just don't understand. Icing is one of them, and offsides is the other one, and they're two of the easiest rules. But a lot of people say they can't follow the puck, and for a long time, in like the 90s, they had like the puck tracer.
Yeah.
And that just made things really hard to watch. But the more you watch the game, you can understand like where the puck's going to go. And it's just one of those things where it takes time.
They have that. I think they have, I don't know what they call it, like blackout hockey or blackout ice, where they turn all the lights off and have like a glow in the dark puck or something. Is that not a real thing?
I don't know, but it should be.
That'd be cool.
We should be the all-star game.
We're gonna come up with the hockey version of the Harlem Globetrotters. They're gonna play blind in the dark with the glow in the dark puck.
Just get black lights all throughout.
Where am I getting that from?
All throughout the stadium.
It's just gonna be like a 90s skate rink in there, but they're playing hockey.
I used to play roller hockey.
Nobody's saying no to that. I'll tell you that right now.
If there's anybody from Trumbull County listening, I used to play roller hockey at the Champion Roller Arena. That was my place to go. We used to play roller hockey from like 8 to 10. That was a good time, man. Good time.
Well, you would know. You can imagine me on rollerblades would not be well. So I've never been there. I got no business on wheels on my feet.
People look at me and they're still like, you rollerblade?
I'm the master of balance.
I'm a bigger guy. However, my wife always tells me how graceful I look on skates and how surprised she was. I've been surprising my wife a lot lately. They did. My daughter just finished up track, and at the end of the track practice, the last track practice, they had us run with the kids.
Oh, you were talking about this in the lobby.
we set it up, and first they did a 50 meter, and my wife's like, "Are you going to run?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can run. It'll be fine." So she's like, "Are you going full speed?" I'm like, "I don't know. We'll gauge a little bit and see how it goes." So they say go, and I take off, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm just going to go." So I ran as fast as I could, and I smoked everyone in my group. So they're like, "All right, we're going to do a 4x100 meter relay." And they're like, "Oh, you go to the third leg." So I go over to the third leg, and I'm waiting for the guy to hand me the baton. And the kid next to me, he's such a great kid. His name's Ace. He goes, "I'm gonna smoke you, fool." Mind you,
well, then you had to beat him.
He's in like third or fourth grade. So the guy who's running before me just is like jogging the whole time. So now I'm at a huge disadvantage. I get the baton, and I am trucking it. And mind you, my wife decided she was going to record this. So she's following, and all of a sudden I get about halfway through the turn and I pulled my hamstring. And I'm like, this is why I do not run. That's why I do not run.
You see Christian here. He said, Jesus, Rainsburg, someone would die. They actually have glow baseball, believe it or not.
Do the Savannah Bananas do like a glow baseball?
That makes sense. That sounds like some Savannah Bananas stuff.
I've seen glow golf too, where you play with a glow in the dark ball and
oh yeah, like putt. Oh yeah, that's
like golf. But glow in the dark.
So they have the whole thing indoor.
No.
Okay.
Outdoor.
Okay.
They have like
God. How do you find the ball?
Your ball glows in the dark,
but it's so small.
But if it's in the middle of a field, like in the middle of the fairway, you'd see it.
All right.
And then they have like the
glow's green, but that's okay.
Well, they have orange, and they have
okay.
The grass doesn't look green at night, Ryan. The grass looks black.
You know what? All I'm thinking is there's a dark field and just one tiny little dot. That might work. That might not.
It has to work because it's something that
I mean, it doesn't have to.
That they do.
They can certainly be out there with glow in the dark nothing and swing balls around and just look for them.
we need to get a golf club into Rainsburg's hands and some skates on his feet.
None of those things need to happen. I will die. Nothing interesting is going to happen unless you like going to the hospital.
That's too funny. We got our poll question of the day up. What happens tonight in Game 1 of the Cavs-Knicks? Tip off at 8:00. Do the Cavs win close? Do the Knicks win close? Do the Cavs win big, or do the Knicks win big? Nobody is picking the Knicks to win big. We've got 50% with the Cavs winning close, 25% with the Knicks winning close, and 25%, with the Cavs winning big. So, I don't know.
A lot of Cavs fans.
Yeah, I mean... the place is gonna be raucous.
Yeah,
like,
I put Cavs or Knicks win close because I don't think Game 1's gonna go the Cavs' way. I'm of the opinion that they do not carry momentum well from game to game, and I don't think they're gonna come out of the gate very strong. Which honestly could benefit them at the end though, because they have a bad habit of playing the opposite at the end that they do at the beginning. So if they're good at the beginning, they're gonna fall apart at the end. So honestly, I kind of hope they come out playing like crap. Maybe they'll turn it around.
I kind of hope that Game 7 restored that confidence into them.
Me too, man. I really hope that.
And made them realize, made Harden and Mitchell realize that we don't have to try to do this ourselves, especially Harden. Like, right. I don't have to do this myself.
Well, the infuriating thing about that statement right there is that when we put Harden on the team, he did so many interviews talking about how awesome it was to not have to do everything for the team, and he could just pass the ball and help his teammates. And then we get to the playoff, and so what's James Harden doing, huh?
Yeah.
He's playing solo ball. He's playing hero ball.
And he didn't know the offense. So let's just stop telling him the plays. Just go out there and be like, let's just play basketball. You guys do it how you want. No drawn up plays, no isolation basketball. Tell them no isolation ball, but go out and just play like you don't know the playbook, because that's when you were good.
Yeah.
When you were getting everyone involved.
When everybody would just pass the ball, man.
You don't have to do it yourself. You've got a really, really great group around you. You've got great teammates. You've got versatile teammates. You've got guys who can carry the load. And you've seen that. You saw that with Strus the one game, who went off from behind the 3-point line. You saw that with Merrill. You saw it from Allen. You saw it from
Merrill in Game 7.
Mobley in Game 5.
Yeah, Mobley's kind of wishy-washy sometimes, but when he's good, he's really good.
And that's all you need. You don't need everyone to be lights out every single game.
2 to 3 out of 5 of people playing at least to 75%, and we win pretty easily over New York.
You move the ball around, and things happen. Good things happen when the ball gets moved around.
Yeah,
so.
No, I'm with you. I hope, because we played the locker room audio from after Game 7, and Donovan Mitchell sitting there, and he's like, "Yep, we see what it is. We see the blueprint. We know how to do it now. We just got to keep doing what we just did." So,
but you're going to have to adjust, because New York's going to come out and they're going to defensively play you differently than what Detroit did. Yeah. So it took, what's sad is it took the Cavs 7 games to realize and to figure out what the game plan was to beat Detroit. You're not going to have that same luxury against the Knicks. And if you get past the Knicks, you're definitely not going to have that same luxury against the Spurs or the Thunder.
Whichever one of those guys, one of those teams comes out on top.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
They're those two teams are rolling, and I think the Cavs can get there. I think this if they can keep that momentum going and keep building that confidence through New York and getting to whichever team you faced in the West, I think they'll be all right. All right, we're at the top of the hour. Coming up, 5 o'clock hour, we're going to bring it home right here on the Sam Bourquin Show. We've got Today in Sports History coming up at 5:30. And we've got our poll question of the day. You can head over to Facebook, to YouTube, and to X, and let us know what your thoughts are on the Cavs tonight. They have the Knicks, 8 o'clock tip. It's the news right now on today's hit music. Oh boy. It's
not that.
On the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN.
News, weather, sports, local information, and music 24 hours a day. This is AM 1310 WDPN Alliance.
ABC News, I'm Wayne Cabot. Vice President Vance says a fund to pay aggrieved Americans using 1.8 taxpayer dollars, 1.8 billion, would be decided case by case and wouldn't rule out paying those who attacked cops at the Capitol on January 6th. Asked about the war,
we are not going to have a deal that allows the Iranians to have a nuclear weapon. So as the president just told me, we're locked and loaded. We don't want to go down that pathway, but the president is willing and able to go down that pathway.
New details about the young killers who murdered 3 people yesterday at a San Diego mosque from Police Chief Scott Wall.
The guns were not registered to these individuals and belonged to the parents of one of the individuals.
Noticing the guns were gone from her home, the mother of one of the teens alerted the police, who could not stop them in time. Markets closing lower today, the Dow falling 322 points. This is ABC News.
That first summer trip sets the tone for the entire season. You don't just want to pack for it, you want to arrive. That's why I came to Macy's. I found everything I needed all in one place. Designer sunglasses, the right linen cover-up, exclusive brands you can only find here. Plus, with up to 60% off, I'm feeling ready to step into summer. Start your summer with confidence. Take 25 to 60% off at Macy's Memorial Day sale today.
You think a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt is the worst that could happen. A fine, an inconvenience, a little embarrassment. But then comes the crash. There are injuries, a hospital bed, the long road to recovery, the moments you'll miss. Suddenly, a ticket doesn't seem so bad. That ticket? That was nothing. Click it. Don't risk it. Paid for by NHTSA.
Now, the latest Alliance area news from Clint Marshall on AM 1310 WDPN.
Good afternoon. It's 5:02. 10 residents spoke out against a proposed data center development during Monday's Alliance City Council meeting. A public hearing on new zoning rules is set for the evening of June 15th at the Alliance Senior Citizen Center. The proposal would limit data centers to certain industrial areas. Council was unable to take action on legislation due to the absences of 3 members. New firefighters John Park and Zachary Butcher were sworn in, and Chris Waffler was promoted to assistant chief. Suspect arrested in a Wednesday homicide made his first appearance in Alliance Municipal Court Monday. 50-year-old Robert Ross faces a murder charge after his 38-year-old wife Ashley was found dead inside their home on West Ely Street Wednesday morning. Ross was arrested in the Morgantown, West Virginia area later Wednesday. He waived extradition and was returned to the area Friday. He appeared via video from the Stark County Jail. Ross did not enter a plea and asked his case be sent to the grand jury. Bond was set at $5 million. Planned data center in Perry Township moving forward after Canton City Council approved a 30-year property tax abatement. 240-megawatt facility would span 100 acres along Faircrest Street Southwest and include 4 large buildings. The plan drew public opposition at a hearing with more than 100 residents attending and a petition topping 3,100 signatures. Critics cite concerns over noise, power use, and water demands. Supporters point to jobs and economic development. Under the agreement, Perry Township would receive a $2.75 million upfront payment, while future tax revenue is reduced over 3 decades. The project, reportedly backed by Amazon, now heads to Stark County commissioners for final approval. Canton police say gunfire erupted over a crowded parking lot at Weiss Park Sunday evening, damaging several vehicles. Officers responded to the park on Harvard Avenue Northwest just after 7 upon receiving reports of multiple people firing guns. Investigators recovered at least 26 spent shell casings from 3 different firearms. Police also found live ammunition and a projectile at the scene. 2 men seen running from the area were detained but later released after no weapons were found. Dispatchers initially reported 3 to 4 male suspects. No one was hurt. Louisville City Council has given final approval to a preservation ordinance for the north side Woodard area of Metzger Park. The area once used for a Halloween season scare attraction will be preserved for nature appreciation and pedestrian use. Motor vehicles, structures, fires, dumping, and noise-generating activities will be prohibited. Council also learned city income tax revenues were up just 1.3% through April. Withholding collections rose 3%, while corporate net profit revenues fell 40%. New step in the development of the Hall of Fame Village underway with the selection of a management company for its future indoor water park, Game Day Bay. Wisconsin-based SNL Hospitality will operate the park, which will feature more than 100,000 square feet of water attractions. Game Day Bay is still under construction and is expected to open next spring. New state report shows nearly 98% of Ohio's reported missing children were recovered safely last year. Attorney General Dave Yost released the 2025 Ohio Missing Children Clearinghouse Report. It shows more than 15,000 children were reported missing in Ohio, with 6 found deceased. By county, the report lists 775 cases in Mahoning, 376 in Stark, 67 in Portage, 49 in Columbiana, and 3 in Carroll. Nearly 20,000 people were reported missing in Ohio last year. Sentencing now set for June 16th. For a former Portage County corrections officer who pleaded guilty earlier this month to telecommunication harassment in a sexual extortion case. 29-year-old Austin Wilson of Lake Milton pleaded to a misdemeanor in Portage County Court. He allegedly threatened to release private explicit photos of a victim unless additional images were provided. Wilson was arrested in February and placed on unpaid administrative leave. Fatal crash under investigation in Columbiana County's Perry Township. The Highway Patrol says 58-year-old Yolanda Medina Matos failed to yield at a stop sign around 10 Monday morning at Route 344 and Cunningham Road. Her car was struck by a semi. Matos died at a hospital. The truck driver, a 51-year-old Salem man, was taken to a hospital as precaution. Beaver local school teacher Penny Brown recovering after being mauled by 2 dogs while walking Friday in Middleton Township. Columbiana County Sheriff's Office says she suffered serious injuries, including a broken arm in the attack in the area of Tomahawk Drive in East Palestine. She was flown to a Youngstown hospital. The dog warden's office says one of the animals is being euthanized today. The other remains in quarantine in Mahoning County. Charges against the dog owners are pending. Southern Local School District is searching for a new superintendent to start the next school year. Applications are due May 31st, with interviews beginning June 1st. Thomas Cunningham has led the district since 2018 and is serving under a retire-rehire contract extension. 85 degrees at 5:07. This is the local edition of WDPN News. I'm Clint Marshall.
This weather is brought to you by Grove Appliance Furniture and Mattress. Local, trusted, and family-owned for 90 years. With a huge selection of appliances, furniture, and mattresses to go with unmatched customer service. We are keeping an eye to the sky for late afternoon and evening thunderstorms. 1 or 2 could be severe with damaging winds and large hail. It's going to be hot and muggy today, 88 degrees. Overnight, more scattered thunderstorms, especially during the evening. Our low 61. From the 3 News Weather Center, I'm Mark Johnson.
Rediscover the comfort of home with Grove Appliance Furniture and Mattress, your hometown spot for comfort, quality, and style. From sleek new appliances that make life easier to furniture that actually fits the way you live, Grove helps you create a space that feels like home. And with hundreds of fabric options, you can make it completely your own. Don't forget about their design center. If you're looking for a complete overhaul, they can help you with all of it, from cabinets and countertops to backsplashes and sleek appliances. Your local team takes time to find out exactly what you need. No pressure, no guessing, just honest advice and real service. And if you're upgrading on a budget, check out Grove's Scratch and Dent Room, where small imperfections mean big savings on top brands. Because when your home feels right, everything else just works. Grove Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress. Hometown comfort. Made simple.
Come see us at Grove, where it always feels like home.
Live from the AM 1310 WDPN studio, it's time for live and local sports talk. It's the Sam Bourquin Show.
I'm ready.
Give the show a call at 330-821-1310.
Good call, meatball.
Watch the Sam Bourquin Show on the AM 1310 Facebook page, the Q92 YouTube page, and on X. This is the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN.
And a line drive and a base hit into right field. That'll get another run home as Pizzana scores. Everybody else stops. And they're still loaded as Angel picks up RBI number 25 on the year. Drilled to right field, down the line it goes. Headed all the way into the corner. Juan scores. Verrocchio scores. Angel Martinez will stop at third. It's a two-run double for Jose Ramirez. And he delivers. A swing and a drive to deep left field. Away, back and gone. Jose Ramirez makes it 8-2 Cleveland.
Castle, William Garding, shot clock at 8. Wembanyama turns, spins, shifts, and hits. Timeout, Oklahoma City. Castle, lobbing, Wembanyama. He's unbelievable, folks. He's unbelievable. Castle.
First time. Here's a fly ball, center field. It's hit well. Bolte is back near the wall. It's gone! Unbelievable! What a finish! Zach Neto says goodnight to the A's. And JT Ginn walks it off with a home run.
That man's the puck. Shot, score! Montreal wins Game 7.
5 o'clock hour, bringing it home on the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN. I am Keller. Thanks for being here, filling in for Sam today and tomorrow as well, as he deals with graduation festivities with his son. So
sorry, we came back finally. I need to ask you, was that the stupidest look you've ever seen on my face just now? Oh my God.
Well, hey, it's why you work together.
You saw the gears turning when you said that too.
We figure things
out.
My
mind went so blank where I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so stupid" in that moment. Oh,
pardon me.
Hey, everybody.
So tonight, we've got the Guardians in action along with the Cavaliers. Guardians tonight. Guardians is at 6:40, and they're
at 7 or 8.
8. By the time they get tip, it's probably going to be about 8:10.
I want to make sure I tell everybody where they can watch the Cavs tonight.
I can tell you here in a second.
That's where we always make sure to let people know where they can watch their games.
Just let's see here.
I think it's either. Oh wait, are these the ones that are all on?
No, it's all on ESPN. I'm looking. Yeah. I'm an idiot. I'm literally looking.
I also knew that.
I'm looking at the schedule.
No, you're not. Don't worry about it.
Looking at the schedule. So Cavs tonight, probably 8:10 tip-off on ESPN. The Guardians tonight, they are in Detroit. And they're on FS1, Valley Sports, Great Lakes, and Detroit Sports Network.
Is the weather up there still going crazy in Detroit? I know they had a big rain delay yesterday.
I didn't look at the radar in Detroit today. I was looking here because I had my tops off yesterday on my Jeep, and it's like no rain. I wake up at 7 o'clock this morning, and I'm like, oh crap, it's raining. I better put my tops back on. It looks good. It doesn't look like much until later on tonight.
All right, so it sounds like that game's going to start on time. Nice.
Yeah, that one should. When did the Weather Channel app start giving me ads too?
Don't get me started.
No, they look pretty good. So at least off of what I'm seeing right now. But who knows? It might not be loading either because service. All right. Anyways, tonight got Guardians, Parker Messick, and I'm going to butcher this guy's name. Kinder? Is it Kinder? Kinder Montero from Detroit. He's 2-3 on the year. Messick is 5-1, 2.35 ERA. He's been lights out. He's been dealing, striking a lot of batters out, keeping base runners to a premium. Does not walk a lot of guys. He's been playing pretty well. So that'll be tonight. Guardians 22-27, first in the AL Central, 7-3 in their last 10 games. Detroit 20-28, they're fourth in the AL Central. They're 6.5 games back. Boy, talk about the tale of two teams. 2-10 in their last, 2-8 in their last 10 games. Who do we want to keep an eye on? We've got Manzardo tonight. He's coming off massive performance against the Reds. He had 2 home runs. And here we go. Here's Sammy's best bet. The sports books have him heavily targeted for prop bets against the right-handed starter tonight. Given Detroit struggles mightily against left-handed pitchers this year, Cleveland's left-handed bats have a prime opportunity to jump out early. So Guardians tonight, keep an eye on that. Actually, you could probably get a decent amount of the game in before the Cavs start at 8 o'clock. Coming up this hour, we've got This Day in Sports History as well. Tomorrow, Mike Voorhees is going to join us. We're going to talk a little bit about the Guardians and probably the Cavs as well. He's a big Cleveland guy. So we'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow as well. Clint Marshall's going to join us. We'll talk a little bit more about the Indianapolis 500 coming up this weekend, one of the greatest spectacles in motorsports. I'd love to go to Indy. I think I'm actually getting to my first NASCAR race this year, which is going to be fun. I think we're going to head up to Michigan. I'm kind of torn. I had met someone who works for Colleague Racing probably 2 years ago. We were doing a car show at the Hall of Fame Village, and he was there with AJ Allmendinger's car, and I was talking to him, and he's like, hey, I work for Colleague Racing, blah, blah, blah. Super nice guy. His name was Dan. And he's like, hey, if you ever get to a race, because we were talking about how I hadn't been to a race, he's like, you reach out and you let me know. And he's like, I'll take care of you. I was like, it's 2 years ago. Haven't really talked to him since. Like, I follow, like, we're friends on Facebook and I like his post and his stuff, but is it weird for me to reach out and be like, hey, I'm coming to the race, hook me up? Like, how do you even go about like doing that? Like,
you could just say, just be like, you don't have to ask him to hook you up. Just be like, hey, man, I'm finally going to that first race. I can't wait. But say something like that.
After 2 years, though, you think he's going to remember the conversation we had? Probably not, right?
Nah, you could just...
Wouldn't that be weird, though? Some guy out of the blue, hey, I met you 2 years ago. You said you'd get me into the pits if I ever get to a race.
I don't think you need to say all that. You can just be like, hey, man, I don't know if you remember me, but you said you were really excited about me getting to see my first race. I just wanted to let you know I'm finally going.
Yeah. So that's coming up. That's actually coming up very soon too. It's probably like 3 weeks away. So that'll be
I
guess
fun. I guess there's really no good way to do that with making it seem like you're trying to get it hooked up there.
And that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to reach out just to be like, hey, like hook me, because we've got like tickets and everything. Like it's not that I'm reaching out. Just he said he would like get us into the pit, which would be cool to see.
Right.
But I don't want to be that guy and be like, hey, hook me up. Like, that's just weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm probably not.
I don't know. You could just message him and just be like, hey, man, how's it going? Haven't talked in a while.
Probably not going to
just strike up a conversation and then see if it goes that direction.
I'm not that guy.
I'm not that guy either. That's why I'm not good at helping you here, because I just also feel kind of scummy.
Right.
I'd be like, oh.
Got some other stuff to talk about. In the NFL news, OTAs are starting. They're kicking off this week. The NFL owners approved a massive international expansion, and
oh boy,
I don't don't necessarily agree and like all this. I enjoy watching football games at 9 a.m. I do. I love getting up, having a cup of coffee.
No, that was sarcasm.
No, and a lot of the Formula One races are at 9 o'clock in the morning, so I have like a routine. So when there's an international game on, like I enjoy watching the games that early. But they are set to increase the cap. So at the owners' meeting today, a proposal was officially approved to increase the cap on international regular season games from 8 until 10, starting in 2027. So it says this cap does not even include the Jacksonville Jaguars' annually self-arranged game at Wembley Stadium, meaning we could see 11 games played outside of the U.S. in a single year. It says with the 2026 international slates already hitting a record 9 games, they are playing in Australia, Brazil, the UK, France, Spain, Germany, and Mexico. League executives noted that future targets for expansion include Japan and Italy. Now, this is what I don't like and why I am adamantly against some of these. There are ways to set it up. If you're going to do this, you have to do it a specific way. And they're going through and they were looking at the schedule for this year. And this is awful. The Detroit Lions are kind of mad because they are not receiving a traditional post-game bye week following their travel matchup to Germany. So they are traveling to Germany to play a football game on Sunday. They are traveling back home and then have another game that following Sunday. Normally you get a bye week afterwards to deal with jet lag, to try to get your bodies back. Yeah, nothing for that. And then it says early versus late rest. The Carolina Panthers face the opposite end of the year spectrum compared to last year. So this is just talking about the schedule. This isn't international. But after waiting until week 13 last season for their bye week, the Carolina Panthers now have week 5. So they went from the latest bye to the earliest bye in the season. Like you'd think that the NFL would look back at that and be like, nah. Listen, these guys are traveling overseas. We can't have them play a game the very next week.
The only thing they look back at is how much money they made last year and try to see how much more money they can make this year.
Yeah, it's just you feel bad because like when a lot of these teams play in different states, there are different tax brackets and stuff like that. What happens internationally?
No, yeah.
Like California has a law that if you're a professional athlete and you play in the state of California,
oh yeah, I've heard about this.
You are taxed excessively on top of that. And it was who was it? There was a quarterback in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think I know here because this is ringing a bell.
Who ended up? It was something where he made very little money or was losing money by playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
like, it's just stupid stuff like that. So I can't imagine with my wife's job, she talks about international payroll law and stuff like that. How the hell does that work?
No, my God. Well, because then you're converting the currencies and trying to figure out exchange rates, and you're probably losing money there.
Yeah. All right, we got OTA action. Voluntary OTAs have officially gotten underway today and bringing plenty of roster storylines to the surface. Let's talk Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers immediately reporting for day 1 of voluntary workouts with the Steelers. This says his presence has completely shifted the energy around a revamped quarterback room that is also deep in the process of rebuilding. They're working on Drew Aller's throwing mechanics from the ground up with Mike McCarthy. I don't understand the decisions that are being made in Pittsburgh. I had a friend who said every year you should draft a quarterback.
Really?
That was his philosophy. Every year you should draft a quarterback. And he says if it doesn't work out, you trade him or you move on from him. If it works out, then your franchise is saved for the next 10 years. So he said every year you should draft a quarterback. Well, Pittsburgh has kind of gone down that the last couple of years. You have Will Howard, who I think is going to be a really good NFL quarterback. And then they drafted Aller, and now you've got Aaron Rodgers coming back. And I just don't understand how having Rodgers really, it depends on what he is coming in for this year. Like, he's at the very tail end of his career.
Yes, he's got, how old is Aaron Rodgers?
I think he's in his 40s. He's probably my age, 40, 41. Now, if he's there to help develop these two young quarterbacks, okay, because I am on the side where if you draft a quarterback, you should not play him that first year. I think you should let him sit. Now, some franchises, they don't have the option to do that. And some situations don't work out that way. Ben Roethlisberger was one. Like he was supposed to sit that year. Injuries brought him in, and look what happened. But I don't know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers coming back. So that's going to be a big one. We'll see what that happens. They put some pieces in place. But again, it all comes down to the quarterback. Myles Garrett is not showing up to voluntary workouts. I don't know why this is news. Like, it's voluntary. He doesn't have to be there. He's a physical specimen. I think he's perfectly fine of taking care of himself. I don't know if you're putting a big thing. Myles Garrett, not at voluntary OTAs. That's a big deal. Let him do his thing. He's going to be completely fine.
Yeah, I don't think Myles Garrett needs. No. Now, if are the quarterbacks there? Or Shadur and
yeah.
Okay, so then we're good.
Shadur's there. Gabriel's there.
Gabriel.
Deshaun is there, and I think
Watson. That's what I'm thinking of.
The guy they drafted late too is there.
Right. Whatever that guy's name is.
I have no idea.
No, I know. That's why I said that. I could try to figure that out.
We got a couple minutes before we get to today in sports history. Some stuff going on in Philadelphia as well as New Orleans. It's looking like Alvin Kamara is going to be out of the New Orleans Saints organization. They're trying to figure out a way, unless he takes a big pay cut. He's got $24 million coming up, and they said that they are going to work on that contract structure over the next 2 weeks. So we'll see what Alvin Kamara does and where he lands. I think he's still got a little bit left in the tank. I don't know if he's an every down back. I mean, he mostly did like first and second down. Well, he's good catching the ball out of the backfield. 3 downs might be tough for him, but he still will have a lot to bring to a team. And then the other one is A.J. Brown. Apparently he hosted a luxury wedding celebration over the weekend. Jalen Hurts was absent from the event as speculative trade and chemistry rumors swirling around. Is A.J. Brown going to be gone? That's a big guy as well that could do big things for a team if they can find the right spot for him. So we'll see where that happens as well. We're going to step away, take a quick break. When we come back, this day in sports history, right here on the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-498-2098 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as 1 day. Just dial 1-800-498-2098 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-498-2098 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
All right, it's time for Today in Sports History. Let's get into some of these. 1910, we're going way back. Good old Cy Young with the then Cleveland Indians got his 500th win. 500 wins. Finished his career all-time with 511 wins. I do not think we will ever see that ever again. 1935, the National Football League adopted an annual college draft to begin in 1936. I wish I had the the draft noise. There
I probably
you go.
have that saved somewhere, but I couldn't find it right now.
1935, the draft began. 1984. The Edmonton Oilers won their first Stanley Cup. They defeated the New York Islanders in 5 games. Good old Edmonton Oilers. 1988, the Boston Red Sox retired Bobby Doerr's number 1 jersey. 1994. I'm bad at names, so I'm probably going to mess this name up.
Oh boy, here we go.
Now I'm really nervous. Jennifer Capriati. I think I said it right.
Capriati, yeah.
Yeah. Checked into a drug rehab center.
That's the year I was born.
Well, she was getting clean.
Good for her.
Finally, in 2002, Roger Clemens, then with the New York Yankees, got his 287th win. He's tied for 22nd place all-time in history. The top 5, Cy Young, Walter Johnson, Grover Cleveland Alexander, Christy Matheswan, and Pud Gavin. That's the top 5 all-time in wins for pitchers. All right, we're up against it. We're headed to the news, and we'll be right back to close things out. The last half hour of the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN.
The latest news and the current Alliance area weather forecast are up next on AM 1310 WDPN.
Good afternoon. It's 5:30. Before the first shot rang out at a San Diego mosque, police were scrambling to find the 2 teenagers who would ultimately be responsible. Police say 3 men were killed in Monday's attack at the Islamic Center of San Diego, including a security guard whose actions they deemed heroic. The suspects, aged 17 and 18, were found dead of self-inflicted wounds in a vehicle a few blocks from the mosque. Police say the search began after one teen's mother reported her son was suicidal. United Arab Emirates says drones that attacked its nuclear power plant came from Iraq. The announcement today means Iranian-backed Shiite militias were likely behind Sunday's nuclear plant attack. President Trump said he's willing to give Iran a few days to make progress in peace negotiations. No group has claimed responsibility for the UAE attack. Such militias have launched repeated drone attacks targeting Gulf Arab states since the U.S. and Israel began their war in Iran in February. TrumpRx.gov adding 600 generic drugs to its website. The president said it would offer the lowest prices on drugs Americans need. Chief Design Officer of the National Design Studio, Joe Gebbia, demonstrated the website's expansion and highlighted a new feature allowing users to compare prescription drug prices at local pharmacies on an interactive map. Cost Plus Drugs, a direct-to-consumer online pharmacy, one of the companies partnering with the administration. Its co-founder, Mark Cuban, was on hand for the announcement. U.S. Department of Agriculture secured a settlement ending race and sex-based farming programs. Last June, the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty filed a lawsuit challenging the USDA's use of race and sex as eligibility criteria for programs, including loan guarantees, the dairy margin coverage fee, and the EQIP grant program. Will represented Adam Faust, a dairy farmer from Chilton, Wisconsin, calling him one of 2 million white male American farmers, or 60% of all farmers, who were harmed by the discriminatory policies implemented by the Biden administration. A Southern California woman admitted to paying homeless people in downtown Los Angeles to register to vote. 64-year-old Brenda Brown Armstrong from the upscale enclave of Marina del Rey will plead guilty to one felony count of paying another person to register to vote. She admitted to working for about 20 years as a paid petition circulator to collect signatures on official petitions, referendums, and recalls for state ballots. According to prosecutors, last year she began offering payment to homeless people on Skid Row to maximize her pay for signatures. Forms would register the voter in state and federal elections because California automatically sends a vote by mail ballot to every registered voter, meaning the ballots for homeless people could have been sent to Armstrong's former home. Mark Furman, the former Los Angeles police detective who was one of the lead investigators in the O.J. Simpson murder case, has died. He was 74. Furman was an obscure homicide detective who became famous after he found a bloody glove on Simpson's property the night of the 1994 slayings. Furman's testimony was called into question when Simpson's defense team raised the prospect of racial bias. Under cross-examination, Furman testified he'd never made racial slurs, but the defense produced recordings of him making racist statements to describe suspects. Furman pleaded no contest to perjury charges and was placed on probation. 84 degrees at 5:33 for WDPN News. I'm Clint Marshall.
Here's Mark Johnson's forecast on AM 1310 WDPN.
88 hot and muggy degrees for your afternoon high. We'll keep an eye to the sky for showers and strong to severe storms by late afternoon. Some of those storms with damaging winds and large hail. Overnight, evening, strong to severe thunderstorms, and then just isolated thunderstorms after midnight. Our low, 61. I am Mark J. Weather from 3 News.
Hard days, baby, hard nights shape me. I don't know, they somehow save me. And I know I'm making something.
Welcome back to Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN. I'm Keller. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out, even though Sammy's not here. I'll be filling in for him tomorrow as well. We'll watch the attendance drop.
It'll drop until we start talking.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. We just went through this day in sports history, and I had said that record would never be able to be broken. The Cy Young getting his 500th win today. He finished with 511 wins all time. I want to go through some of this stuff because I found a little bit of a deeper dive into the record that it's massively historical, and I do not believe anyone will ever get close to it. So we're going to put this into modern comparisons. All right, Rainsberg, here we go. The 511 wins, if we put that into today, the modern audience, a pitcher will need to go 25-0 every single year for over 20 consecutive seasons in order to break that record.
Good Lord.
Think of that.
Well, that's crazy because don't we play more games now?
They play 82 games. I don't know what they played back then.
Oh, okay. I thought Cy Young was
162.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So we play more baseball games than we did back then too, which is crazy.
So the pitcher would have to go 25-0 every year for over 20 consecutive years in order to break that.
Good Lord, man.
Here you go.
Cy Young. That's why he has that award named after him.
For real. The real absurdity lies in how he got there. He threw 7,356 innings and finished 749 complete games.
Jeez.
Yeah. Nowadays, 4 or 5 innings, your pitcher's done. He's pulled. For context, the modern starting pitchers are lucky to hit 200 innings or log 2 complete games in a single year. That's outrageous to me. He also holds the all-time record for career losses at 315. He
failed up and down.
Every 3 days, he would go out and throw. That's just insane to me.
Jeez.
25-0 for over 20 consecutive seasons.
When was this? What years were these?
1911.
Okay, so this was the early 1900s. Okay.
Hold on. I had it somewhere. 1910.
1910. Oh,
yeah,
crap.
1910, 1911. Could you imagine?
I guess we are getting softer, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, yeah.
We're not built the same as we were 100 years ago.
And he probably went into the locker room after the game and had a shot of whiskey and smoked a cigarette and went on about his day.
In our defense, we grew up with many different amenities that Cy Young did not grow up with, like running water and plumbing. I mean, think about it, because if he was setting those records in 1910, he was born pre-1900, probably 1880, late 1880s, the early 1890s. That predates electricity being common in households. I don't think it predates plumbing. I was being a bit insane with that, but
so here you go. This is going to be even crazier. He was born in 1867.
See? So he definitely...
You know, like, I know Cy Young. I knew he was a pitcher.
I knew the name, yeah.
I knew he
that.
was great. I knew he had the all-time record for wins.
Right.
But I never, like, took a deep dive into Cy Young.
Yeah, I didn't understand the gravity of that record, as it were. That's crazy.
And to think, he was, jeez. His first appearance was 1890, and then he played through 1911. So 21-year career, and had 511 wins.
Good Lord, man.
It's crazy to me. It's crazy.
These kids today could never.
I bet he walked uphill both ways in 2 foot of snow to school every day as well.
Yes, he did.
I love it. All right, we're going to step away and take a break. Final segment of the Sam Bourquin Show coming up right after this. It's AM 1310 WDPN.
AWP Safety, North America's leading traffic safety company, is hiring traffic control flaggers, and they need you. Join AWP as a protector for steady work and an important job keeping people safe. They offer paid training, certification, referral bonuses, and advancement opportunities. To apply, visit jobs.awpsafety.com. That's jobs.awpsafety.com.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-498-2098 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as 1 day. Just dial 1-800-498-2098 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-498-2098 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
I'm Angela Bassett. As a first responder on screen, I know what it means to act fast in an emergency. In real life, the same urgency can save lives, especially when it comes to a food allergy. For 33 million Americans, one bite can turn an ordinary meal into a life-threatening reaction. And too often, they don't have the one thing that could save them, epinephrine. But emergencies don't wait. And when a severe reaction happens, being prepared makes all the difference. Now, there's a needle-free option, a new way to carry epinephrine that makes it easier than ever to be ready. No needles, no hesitation, because when the unexpected happens, the best thing you can do is be ready. Know the risk, know the options. Be ready to act. Learn more at foodallergy.org/ready to act.
And welcome back to the Sam Bourquin Show on AM 1310 WDPN. It's Keller filling in for Sammy B. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. We're going to talk a little bit about the Cleveland Browns, but first, some news on Kansas City Chiefs Rashee Rice. So this has just come down a little while ago. and it's not good for Rice because he had a probation violation and is now going to jail for 30 days.
Probation for what? What did he do?
What hasn't he done?
Okay. All right. No, that's all you got to say.
Yeah. So he's seemingly incapable of staying out of trouble during an off season because he's in jail for violating his probation that he was sentenced to last off season for a reckless driving charge from the 2024 season. That's a lot of off season mess ups. So he was found and had tested positive for the marijuana in violation of his plea agreement that put him on 5 years probation and ordered him to serve 30 days in jail over a 5-year span. So yeah, he was booked in Dallas County, Texas. He will serve his 30 days and he'll be released June 16th. So it sends him right to jail. So he went right from there to jail. He was originally sentenced to serve within 5 years during his trial rather than add an extra 30 days. So he was just going to, do it here and there. In the last year, he has had to pay a total of $115,481.91 in restitution to the crash victims for their out-of-pocket medical expenses. He will miss the remainder of the Chiefs' OTAs and their mandatory mini camp on June 9th. So he's going to miss all of OTAs and he's going to miss mini camp. But he's probably also going to be suspended now from the NFL because that's, clearly testing positive for marijuana is a violation of their substance abuse policy.
Yes, idle hands really are the devil's playthings.
Which is dumb. Just let those guys smoke just let them go. Let them do what they want. Like, as long as it's not like hard, like marijuana does have some great positive and
look, here's what I'll say about that is marijuana will not make you better at playing football. So
no.
Sure.
It's
now
most of these guys use it for recovery.
Exactly. And that makes a lot of sense because it's going to help with the muscle aches and the pain and any of the other soreness, overall soreness you get from being slammed into the ground multiple times.
Yeah, 100%. But
so
the rules are the rules. So, the rules are in place that say, regardless of my personal opinions, the rules say you can't do it. And he did it.
And he signed a contract saying he wouldn't do it. So that's on him.
So that sucks for him. But rules are the rules. All right, let's talk a little bit about Brown's mini camp. And some different things like that. So the OTAs officially kicked off, and let's see, what do we got here? Is Todd Monken is switching things up a little bit. Mary Kay Cabot says this note that Todd Monken is changing the script. He's prioritizing full squad 11-on-11 work immediately. Which is exactly what his team needs, given that they could feature as many as 8 new starters on offense. So instead of working in the individual groups, he's like, I'm going to get these guys together right now. Let's find out who's got chemistry, who's playing well. And there's some storylines coming out of this. And obviously, I don't want to talk about it too much. The quarterback room with Watson and Gabriel and Sanders rotating heavily during the team practice period. So he's at least giving them all an equal shot during this time to go through and see who looks good. And apparently, rookie Taylon Green, who had run the show during the rookie mini camps, got his first taste of full speed action. And Monken noted that while it's a long runway to training camp, the hope to narrow down the preliminary depth chart earlier rather than later maximizes preseason reps. But I guess Taylon Green has been really impressing people during the first part of OTAs. Offensive line completely kind of reshaken up and redone. Where'd it go? getting a first glimpse of Travis Schweitzer and his plan to reconstruct their ideal five-man front. So they're trying to figure out who's going to be in the offensive line there, which is another one. I mentioned earlier, Garrett not there. He's skipping the voluntary workouts, which I'm fine with that. You don't need to worry about him. But apparently some rookie receivers are making an impact as well. Casey Conception and Denzel Boston both logged significant snaps with the first and second team's offense as they're trying to go more high tempo, speed driven playbook. So they're going to get guys going. They're going to get things moving along, and they're going to go from there. They're going to try to catch defensive off guard, which, I mean, if your offense is struggling, that's the way to do it. Don't let the defense get set.
No.
So.
If your offense is struggling, having a better defense isn't going to make your offense better. It's just going to make the other team not get their points through.
Yeah.
You can stop the other team, but that's not important if you can't score points.
And the front office today announced 6 roster moves. The Browns have officially signed undrafted LSU wideout Aaron Anderson, linebacker Reed Carico, and defensive end Marquise Watts. To make room on the 90-man roster, they released defensive tackle Bernard Gooden, tight end Caden Priestcorn, and wide receiver Isaiah Wooden. The team will wrap up their first 3-day block on May 21st before returning the 26th through the 28th, and then June 2nd through the 5th, all leading up to mandatory mini camps on June 9th. So Browns getting underway. I think they had a really good draft. I think they got help in positions that they needed. I know looking at the schedule, I think Sam said 6 or 7 wins.
Yeah, I'm thinking 5 or 6 and 11 or 12.
They'll always win at least 1 or 2 that they should have no business winning.
Exactly. Always. Because that's just how it operates.
But then they always lose a game or 2 that they should win. But it's a new season and new coach. So my expectations of where they are going to be, I have 0 coming into this season.
Yeah, I don't think the word expectations and the Browns go together very well anyway. So,
well, what did he say in his press conference? You got to change the culture.
Okay,
isn't that what you got to change the culture?
Cool.
So we'll see if he.
I don't expect the culture to change either.
You at least got to give him a shot.
Oh yeah, no,
I
would love to see that.
I'm going into this season with the Browns the same way I've gone into any new coach or GM. Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Prove everything wrong. Prove the organization wrong. Stop being that bottom dweller that everyone thinks and knows you are, because that's where you've been. And just prove them wrong. Go out there and prove them. But until that happens, this year I have 0 expectations.
Do you think that's what Jimmy Haslam thinks he's doing every year when he starts setting this up and he's like, yeah, we're going to go out there and prove the fans that we're not that they say we are?
I think Jimmy Haslam is a wannabe.
Well, I think that too, but
I think he wants to be an owner, and I think he wants to be important, but I don't think he understands what all that means.
No, he clearly doesn't.
And I heard you guys talk a little bit about Dan Gilbert, and you want to see the way an owner should be. There you go.
Yeah, 100%.
Could you ever see Haslam?
Oh my God,
busing 25 buses worth of Browns fans to the Steelers game.
There better be a ticker tape parade waiting for him at the other end when he gets there, because he's going to want the thank yous and the pomp and circumstance for having done all that.
He wants the name of owner without the responsibility of owner.
And the craziest thing about that to me is that the responsibility of an owner is pretty much to write checks. You don't have to do a lot. You don't got to be that hands-on.
You can. But we've only ever seen it work for a short period of time. It was amazing for the Cowboys in the 90s. It was unbelievable. But at some point, Jerry Jones has lost touch.
Oh, yeah.
And doesn't quite understand.
No, definitely.
Now, can he fix that? Is he willing to fix that? I think ego plays a big part, a large part.
Of course, especially for the Haslams, yes.
And you can tell the owners who have an ego, and you can tell the owners who don't have an ego.
Exactly.
We'll start with we'll just start in the AFC North. Pittsburgh, Rooney, no ego. The owner in Baltimore, I didn't even know who he was until Harbaugh left. I had never known who the owner was in Baltimore, so clearly he has no ego. I didn't know who the hell he was.
Exactly.
Don't really know who the owner of Cincinnati is.
No.
And then you've got Cleveland.
Everybody knows the Haslam's name.
Everyone knows them.
And the Dolans.
I think to be a good owner in the NFL, you either don't let people know who you are, or let them know who you are for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Like, everyone knows how amazing the Rooneys are. Everyone talks about the Steelers organization and how great the ownership has been. And that's why you've had one family owning it for as long as I've been alive.
Yeah, no, man. The Steelers, if any NFL team preaches consistency, it's the Steelers, man. Now it's kind of, as you said, it's kind of getting a little bit, usually they have their stuff together.
But some of the other owners, are over in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there are other ones. I'm drawing a blank because now I'm trying.
You're doing better than me.
I'm trying to think of owners that I know. I've met the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles. He showed me his Super Bowl ring at one of the Gold Jacket dinners one time at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, which was really
pretty cool.
They were sitting at the table next to us, and Laurie is his last name. He showed me his Super Bowl ring. But yeah, I just think there's too much ego.
Yeah.
And
shouldn't be about that. If you're an owner of a team, your main goal should be, are my fans having a good time at the games that I host?
No, your goal should be to win.
That's true. That's a good point.
Because winning cures everything.
Good point.
Everything. Now, Cleveland's to the point where they go up. I know people who go just to tailgate in the Muni lot, and that's where they stay, and they've got a TV, and they don't even go in and watch the game.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But
it's cheaper.
If they were winning, they would be, because they love going up there. They love everything about the game except for the game. Think of that.
That's true.
I mean, think every day you come to work. I love everything about work except for work. Like, I love the paycheck. I love getting out of the house a little bit.
Love's a strong word, Keller.
I like everything about. I can deal with everything.
I come here every day.
But yeah, I mean, everyone loves game day. They love going up and being in Cleveland. Now, who knows in 2029 what that's going to be like?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Are they going to have, like, if he was smart, he would have a Muni lot up there dedicated to tailgating. Like,
right.
you build that in to your new place and show your fans, listen, I know it sucks. I know you don't want us to leave downtown. I know you like going downtown. I know you like tailgating the Muni lot. Here you go. Like, we moved the stadium. I moved the Muni lot. Make it look just like the Muni lot. Make it look exactly the same. And just put it up at the new stadium. That's all you got to do.
That's a good point.
All you got to do. Cavs tonight at 8 o'clock on ESPN, taking on the New York Knicks. Guardians tonight, 6:40 at Detroit. So a lot of Cleveland action going on tonight. And then I'll be back here tomorrow from 3 until 6, filling in for Sammy B. I hope you will join back with us. We're going to have Mike Voorhees join us tomorrow, talk a little bit about Cavs and Guardians. Clint Marshall from our new newsroom is going to join us, and we'll talk a little bit about the Indy 500, which is coming up. And you can still head over to our social medias and get your vote in. What happens tonight in game 1? The Cavs-Knicks. Is it 1, the Cavs win close, 2, the Knicks win close, 3, the Cavs win big, or 4, the Knicks win big? We will talk about it tomorrow. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. And like I said, I'll be back filling in for Sammy B. And then, looking forward to spending tomorrow afternoon with you right here on AM 1310 WDPN. Everyone have a wonderful evening. Stay safe. Be kind. Hug your loved ones. I'll see you tomorrow. Right back to the unforgettable favorites on AM 1310 WDPN. Good night, everyone.
I'll throw it in there for Sam, too. Go Bucks, go Guards, go Browns, go Cavs, especially go Cavs. Big time go Cavs, but we'll see.
Go Cavs.
Go Cavs.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. It's 1310 WDPN.
An Alliance tradition for over half a century. You can always count on WDPN.